know. That's why I haven't had it. I was just like, I was on a date, and I was just like, you know what? I want some boba tea. And I'm like, I thought about you.
Nice. What flavor? Oh,
I got my usual,
love you.
the strawberry milk tea with mango popping pearls.
Solid.
Oh, that's
Solid.
nice.
That sounds really nice.
It is very
It's a
good.
good combination.
I love it. It was so funny though, because Ben drank like he's like, let me try some, and he drank it, and he was like, cause it's really sweet, and he was just like, and then he was like, let me try it again. I'm like, you already established you don't like it. He tried it 3 times, and I'm like, you've already established you don't like it. Why do you keep drinking it?
Did he try the pearls specifically?
I don't know. Like,
I
don't know.
want to
What...
see his reaction to tapioca pearls.
Well, it's not tapioca pearls technically. I mean,
Well,
it is, but...
no, that was kind of an offshoot rabbit trail of the previous statement.
Okay.
Like, mango popping pearls are fantabulous, but yeah.
All right.
The ADHD is so strong right now.
Hello, everybody.
We are live? Oh, we are live.
Hello,
Okay, hi!
Hello.
We are live.
When the conversation switched to boba, and I was like, okay, this is an innocent place enough to start, I went ahead and started stream.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hang on. Doku, it's us. There is never an innocent enough conversation for us to start a stream.
Yeah.
Boba's not the worst way we've started a stream, though.
Definitely
It's really
not.
Yeah, it's actually up there with like the most normal ways to start a stream.
Right. I gotta get you guys on a funny story. So I finished Last of Us Season 2 and Season 1 with a buddy of mine. So my buddy was like, oh, I don't have access to it. I want to come over and watch it. So every Tuesday he was coming over and watching Last of Us. And we started this new thing called the DKPE, which is Dead Kids Per Episode. Because Season 1 of Last of Us killed at least 1 to 1.5 children per episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait,
like
how do you kill half a child?
Well, it's just, some episodes they kill
ratio.
2, some they kill 1.
Oh.
So it's just,
How
part
does
of that child
emotionally?
death. Yeah.
No, it's like an average. It's like an average.
Oh, and then
I was gonna say, like they're going around the post-apocalypse, pointing at kids, going, "You're adopted."
And spoilers ahead for Season 2. I mean, not that you haven't had time to play the game, but there's one DKPE metric that was debated in Season 2, was the one where she shot the guy and it hit the neck of the pregnant woman and the pregnant woman died.
Oh, yeah.
So we debated for like hours after that if that counted towards the DKPE.
God. See, now if we get demonetized, it's Doku's fault.
Legally, from a murder trial standpoint, that would count.
It would, probably. I think she was far enough along, so... You're like, from a murder standpoint, you're right.
But like,
From a murder trial standpoint.
It does currently count.
Alright. I think
wow, we went from boba to that.
Yep.
That was...
Well, I had to bring it back.
whiplash.
Like I said, when you join the ADHD rabbit hole, anything can go down from being innocent.
Woohoo!
So
we should rename our channel. We shouldn't be Misty L Gaming. We should be the ADHD rabbit hole from now on.
Well, I mean, your guys' DKPE is pretty high.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you guys blew up that entire city. So
The goblins blew up the city.
We didn't
about
put
that
because character trauma.
But here's the thing. The reason why it's high is because of dumb outliers like that. Most of the time, we don't kill kids in an episode, but then we have outliers like that screwing up our average.
it's like
Most of the time, we're not killing kids. There we go.
0001.
Basically.
What does that mean?
It's like how we
This
went
is an
from a farm boy to a mass murderer in like a week.
I vote that what we do, what a lot of people do with statistics, is when you have a really far outlier, you just take the outlier out. And just be like, no.
Yeah, that's what we did with the city, apparently.
Science-wise, that's, yeah.
That's what you
Yeah,
do.
we scienced the city, that's what we did.
You're like, this 40,000 is within a margin of error, it's fine.
It was an error, for sure.
Alright, so,
This one time.
let's see.
Look, the one time we destroy a city and he doesn't keep bringing
We
it up.
didn't put the bombs there. We didn't know they'd go off. Ergo, it was the goblins. Thinking of
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know the consequences of my actions, so they're not my fault.
I didn't put the bombs there, did I? Doku.
You turned so southern just then.
It happens when I'm.
I didn't put the bombs there, did
I
I?
didn't. See, I just know that would happen. Charisse, I know that would happen in, like, the worst time in, like, Magnus Archives. I'd just be like, not a word,
Yep.
Timothy.
Yeah.
What, you plant bombs?
No, I would swing southern in my words. Like, I'd get mad and I'd go southern.
You know what's so weird is sometimes I will be talking, and one word in the middle sentence, not the beginning, not the end, in the smack dab middle of the sentence will swing really southern, and then I'll go back to normal.
I think it happens when you were like when you're raised by somebody who's from like much more north. Cuz like you get the vocal patterns from them, but then stuff comes in from like your surrounding area. And so it's like you don't typically have the accent, but sometimes you do.
And it just all of a sudden
I'm
comes in
just British
swinging.
in it.
British.
What'd you say, Harry?
I said I'm just British in it.
Britain. Are you taking the piss on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know if I've told you this, but as a receptionist, sometimes we have to take samples, that sort of thing. And one day there was this guy who came up with like a little sort of urine sample, looked me in the eye, and went, "Are you going to take the piss?" And I swear my day got better from that point.
That's right, piss, isn't
That's
it?
funny. That's
So
hilarious.
good. That's too far, dude. Too far.
Right.
Come on.
I have one solid British friend, and she is hilarious because the drunker she gets,
Oh.
the more British she's been here for like 20 years. She's been here forever. But the drunker she gets, the more and more British she gets, and it is just hilarious. Because she goes from like American to Mary Poppins in like 4 drinks. It is great.
Beautiful. You did just diss Harry though.
Yeah. I got this one British friend. I just went, oh.
Oh no!
Seen his face.
It's
I was like,
fine.
oh, like I saw what happened. I was like, oh, there.
Didn't mean
I
it
was
like
going to
that,
be
Bob.
nice this session, but I guess the gloves are coming off
Alright,
now,
no,
bucko.
Sorry, I got 2 British friends. My bad. I didn't mean it like that. I meant I have this one British friend who. That's how I meant it.
You know what?
We're just giving you a hard time. We're giving.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just down you so you can't rebel. Sound good?
What, again? Try that now on literally water.
It's much better phrased this time around. Good job.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I'm sorry, bud. I didn't mean it like that.
What, when you knocked me down the first time, or when you just dissed me in front of how many people we've got on stream right now?
That one.
Which one?
Second one.
Second.
I gave you 2
Second
options and you said yes.
I
Second
will
most
say
recent.
when people do that. But...
All right, I'm done trolling now. Probably. So.
I'm not.
Oh, okay, cool. So yes. Last episode was just an impromptu catch up. I know it was a shorter session, and it was mostly just combat.
Yeah, it was. It was just basically us fighting. The general highlights is Gale CS is back up again and no longer paralyzed. Russian nesting all evil lady is now in her second form and hopefully her last. And we are slowly trying not to die. We still have our blessing from Gale's Fey Queen, so we still have that.
Aquafania.
Aquafania, that's her name. And
Oh,
Yep.
hey,
honestly,
hey, Mango. Sorry, one of my voice acting people. Hey.
Oh, I think it's just like saying hi to pieces of fruit. I was like, how
Yeah.
bad has the heat gotten for you?
And then basically we're currently
Welcome to
most
stream.
of the map is covered in webs and the black hole of death is slowly growing. So
And I'm water.
and Gale CS is water now. So That's pretty much where we have off. I don't know what else to
die.
kind of give for context for what anyone will need to know of entering into this.
All right.
I mean, I would say watch the last stream, but the last stream was the exact same stuff that happened.
All right. So I believe we start at the top of the round.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah, I forgot the spider dragon got summoned. Galeseus got possessed and summoned a dragon that's not on our side, and is currently
Which-
very much wants to kill Leah.
Which I just love
that
that
again.
happened.
I'm gonna say that again in case anybody didn't like internalize that. Spider dragon.
Yeah. I forgot about the spider
it's definitely
dragon.
worse.
it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get so much worse.
What?
What? Well, you guys kept
Oh.
telling me. You guys kept telling me you're tired of spiders. You don't want spiders.
That is not what we said.
Thought of-
That's completely out of context.
Stop sending me
Oh, boy.
spiders. So okay, it won't be a spider dragon. I'll change it for you.
I meant to my house. I found 2 of them on me on a walk outside the other day.
No, it's fine. I understand context matters. I can't say I have this one British friend without, excluding all my other British friends. So if it's fine.
Too bloody right, mate.
All right. But yes, so good. Good. I'm looking forward to it. Hello, mango person.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. I want to ask how. Did a dragon and a spider do the birds and the bees? That would be interesting. Yes. So, when you have driders, they're like 10 feet tall, right? And when a 10-foot tall drider, half human, half spider, fall in love with a dragon, and they love each other very much.
See,
One of them is
The
stepping on
story-
the
my
other.
only problem with that is that's not.
Conversation.
See, that's not how I was taught.
Oh
This
dear.
conversation is my literal hell.
I was taught a nice little tarantula bard gets kind of risky, gets kind of frisky, tries it with a dragon. There you go.
Either way, in this context, someone is getting stepped on.
So the best part about spider dragons is if the drider is the female in the relationship, she lays the spider egg inside the corpse of the dragon, and then
Oh.
400 little spider dragon babies come out when the egg hatches.
Or, and this is gonna
Okay,
be
you
even
kind of made it up
worse.
to me by using that biological feature, like by using that like creepy bit of like biology, because I like biology.
I do have another suggestion. What if it's just like a massive like spider that was born and is basically hijacked like the dead dad dragon's nervous system and is piloting a dragon mech?
Yo, parasitism.
There you go.
Cordyceps in nature.
Oh.
Cordyceps. Sorry. Microbiology nerd.
No, I just I realized that you guys didn't realize what I was doing there, because now there could be hundreds of spider dragons in existence.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, I
Yeah.
got
Well,
one.
the
That's why I'm
jump
trying to
was
make it
running
funny.
for one again.
Yay! All right, so now as we dive into this, love your guys' characters, by the way. Oh, look at you guys! In this episode, I get to kill
at
them
us.
all. I'm so excited.
No.
They're
No.
all tired and
Mhm.
might
Don't
please
do
tell me you
that.
guys saw the Tomska hole skit?
Yeah. Mm.
The what?
Mhm.
Sure.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'll send it to them later.
Yeah, excuse me while I find the context for that.
Alright. So Gail, you are at the top of the round. So I believe it is your turn for now. I believe that's where we
I
ended.
believe it is, yes. And okay, I need to get maps up. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to get maps up. Oh, come on.
Get a very dark circle.
Oh, do you want to move
in
past me?
front
And
of
I can pick up my turn. Yeah, I haven't got maps up. I think my computer just completely closed down. It didn't have it on there last time. If you guys want to take your turns before me while I get maps loaded up, I'm absolutely fine with that.
Let me see here. So, yeah, more or less, she's gonna go with Dragon. So, yeah, you guys will all get a turn, and we'll just come back to Gale. So, Dana's up.
Okay. Okay. First question: did I already activate Blood Curse of Bloated Agony on Lolth?
You did.
I think
yes.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then, with that in mind, I will just head straight up to the dragon. And, well, actually, do I want to? Shit. I'm gonna retract that
Please
super quick.
don't-
What do we think, dragon or Lolth?
The problem, I would go after Lolth because Lolth is kind of the bigger problem right now. I know
Yeah.
the dragon's gonna cause problems too, but like we need Lolth out.
Yeah.
Plus, if we
Okay.
take out Lolth, it might be that potentially serves a connection, and then the dragon just gets banished.
No,
That's a
because
possibility.
It
So that's the
wouldn't.
one that's been chasing
wouldn't-
Leah. Like,
it's
Because
magically
of
here
your
because of
card.
the card.
Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. It's been like a couple of weeks since.
No, you're good, bro.
You know.
Okay. So now I will just make 3 attacks at Lolth.
Alright.
Where are those dice? No. No. Where did they go? Sorry, I need to find my last set of dice. Because I forgot for Dana, I need 3.
Oh, yeah. Did I tell you that I bought my wife dice molds? And she's
Oh.
getting baby teeth from a friend of hers, and she's
Oh.
gonna suspend the baby teeth in like water in the dice.
so
Freaky.
cursed. I love it.
Of course, you love
That
that.
is
beautifully and horrifying and cute at the same time.
That is some Magnus Archives level stuff right there. I love it. I love it.
I'm super excited. Like,
Okay, first hit is 31.
Yep.
Right. Second hit. 21.
Yep.
And 30 for the third hit.
Yep.
Perfect. What's the one with? Okay.
All right. I got maps sorted. I can take my turn whenever you like.
I'll have you go next,
Oh, cool. Nice.
just so we're not out of rotation.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be best.
Sounds good.
Riz the dragon. Yes, Riz the spider dragon.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's the
No.
dragon.
Forbidden. Forbidden.
So
We
that
don't have a bard in the party for this reason.
hey,
honestly.
But if we did, they'd be played by Rain.
yeah.
Gosh, no, not Ren. Oh gosh, no! Please don't put Ren near the
I
spider
said,
dragon.
I said played by Rain.
Played by Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, Rain! I thought you said that it would be Ren. And I was like, no, not now, not with the
Okay.
spider dragon in vicinity.
So
Could you imagine?
that is 33 total magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And then for hit 1, that is 18 radiant. For hit 2, we have 19 radiant. And hit 3 is 15 psychic. That is the best I've rolled in a long, long time.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
And that is Dana's turn.
Okay. Gale, you are up.
Okay. Gale. Well, Galeseus, I should say, in his semi-aquatic form, is going to look at Lolth, charge her, and as he does so, he's going to do a little battle cry. I had 2 for the bit. And he is going to charge towards her, and he is going to, as an action, use Whelm on her. Which, I don't know if you know about this, though, but basically, I'm going to need Lolth to make a strength saving throw.
You need to make a strength saving throw. Alright.
Yeah.
Need to find the second form strength. Okay. Six, 22, actually. Low for her.
Wow.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, that succeeds. Okay, so, in that case, you're pushed out of my elemental space. Now, as a water elemental, I can occupy the same space as Lolth. So I'm going to push Lolth into the blackness.
Would the blackness even affect her? She made it.
There's only one way to find out.
And what was the name of the spell? Well?
It's not a spell, it's an ability from the water
Yeah.
elemental.
Oh, okay. Because she is technically a large creature, so I have to see if you move her.
No, it does specifically state large
Oh, if
or...
it's large, yeah.
Yep. Large or smaller.
Because I did look at this when we talked about it the other week.
Gotcha. So you were trying to strangle her basically, but since you can't, you're pushing her. Okay.
Yeah, it's either way. It's kind of a win-win. It's big brain time.
All right. She fades into the darkness, and as she does, she smiles.
Oh.
So none of you at this point can see her.
Yep.
That's fine, but we know roughly where she is.
Not necessarily.
But we know where she can't be.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use the rest of my move because I've got movement still. I'm going to move.
Are you free from the spider stuff? Oh yeah, you can't
Yes.
because of the water.
Because water, yeah.
Yep.
No more
As
difficult
water.
terrain.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Leah. Or
Yes. Tell me, was I restrained as this character? Or no, I don't recall.
No, because the fire is the flame wall there. No, so you guys are all out of the flame wall now. So to your actually no, you're flying above the blue fire right now, right?
Mhm.
In the lake. So yeah, you are not restrained. No, the only thing that's has the restraining or the damaging effect on an area of effect is either the bubble or the line of fire to the south of the dragon. So, but everyone's out of it right now.
Okay.
Hey, better battle music.
Do we have a ruler or something of the sort? What's the
Yeah, on my desk.
distance?
Oh.
Is how far apart are Lolth and the dragon?
They're both large creatures. They're 15 to 20 feet apart.
Okay. As in from each other?
From her last known location, yes.
Okay. Alright. Leah is going to... Can I make it to about right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement. 30
Perfect,
to
that's
35
exactly-
feet of movement.
Perfect. And then I'm going to cast 4th level Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
So I will need a Wisdom 25 save from the dragon.
What's the base save? You said 25.
What do you mean base?
Oh, you said Wisdom 25 save?
Uh-huh.
That seems really high even for a level 20.
This is why you don't let
That's
me
the-
know.
Rain! What did you
This
expect?
is why Rain specs characters. I love how you asked the min-maxer. Isn't that a bit high?
Okay, so I had to find pre-conversion. No, 20 actually.
What?
So, does it fit around you? Good neutral. If you're evil, they appear as fiendish. Ooh. Cast spell doesn't number of creatures you see in an affected area. Creature enters the area of the field first time, starts to turn there. Makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 3d8 radiant plus. Okay. Got it. Go ahead. Oh, wait. No, necrotic damage, right? If you're
Or
evil.
radiant.
No. It depends on your alignment. So it's necrotic.
Does
right
it?
now.
From the old? Okay.
Or
Okay, yeah.
Is this new or old?
No, this is old. This is legacy.
Okay. Yeah, I still have it as since you are technically evil alignment.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna check.
Who else would
If
make
you don't
that?
mind, I'm gonna check the specifics of the spell.
Sure.
Oh, no, you're right. Okay. So that is 25 necrotic damage.
Okay. 25 necrotic. No worries.
And I can also mathematically prove how I got a wisdom 25 if you would like.
Not at all. I trust you.
Okay.
Is that a weird thing to say? I trust you.
Yes, from you, yes.
Yeah.
Here, I got one better for you. I'm proud of you, Rain. Are you winning?
Dad!
Oh my gosh, it all makes sense. The nepotism.
Rain is my greatest legacy. Anyways.
Headcanon
I
unlocked.
thought the greatest legacy was the friendships we made along the way.
No, that's the magic of friendship.
Wait, hold on.
The magic of friendship was the real legacy.
How old were you again? Could I technically be old enough?
No.
Well, this is legitimately a discussion.
I'm
This
37.
is like Grizz.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, actually,
yeah.
teen pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I started young
Ah,
enough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Dad.
I...
so you call him Dad, I call him Daddy.
No,
Yeah.
no.
We are not the same.
Yeah,
and
I am civilized.
And the rest of the party just calls me asshole, so it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Sophie, she
Nuh-uh.
literally can't swear.
Yeah, that's true.
Forbidden.
Yeah.
It's like Amazing Digital Circus. If I was to actually swear, there'd be like a little rectangle in front of my mouth, and it would like get bleeped out by a sound effect.
Yeah, no,
it's-
my... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like Wiccan from the Agatha TV show, where like he can't say his name, and it's just like a squiggle.
My my personal headcanon is that Sophie just never figured out how to turn off the child locks on her brain.
Parental
See, that works as
Oh.
well.
Place.
See, that works because he's also child-sized.
Yeah,
There
but
it
she
is.
just can't reach him.
She can't reach them. They're on the top shelf.
Love you, Sophie.
I love you all too, very dearly.
Alright.
Let's kill the spider now.
That was
I was waiting to
movement
just
and
flip the middle
action.
finger.
What else would you like to do? Anything?
Oh no, I'm done. I've done everything I can do.
Then Kiddus, you're up.
Well, I've done everything I can do.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do my strength save again. Trying to get out of these webs. This is dumb. Nope. I guess I do nothing. 'Cause I'm
Alright.
still pinned.
Good.
Oh.
So dragon. Alright then.
Yay.
This is fun. So he's gonna take an
Right.
interesting action. And we're not gonna go ahead. We won't worry about the opportunity attacks that this does because his health is gonna get reset anyways. So
What?
he's going to take an action.
The what?
And so the
Beg your fucking
spider
pardon.
dragon is going to flap his wings and actually like throw out just a giant windstorm around everybody as he raises and raises and raises and flies above you and dives into the corpse of Old Loath that she had just left behind. And you hear a powerful roar as the dragon reemerges, looking completely different.
But
Is this how mobs are made?
But it was cute. You made it cute before, and it got cuter. And are you gonna take away the cute spider dragon from me?
Yes, from you
What if he just
specifically,
puts it in the
Sophie.
maid dress?
What'd you say, Rain?
What if he just puts it in the maid dress and that's the transformation?
That's terrifying.
Ooh.
Hi,
I wanted the
buddy.
maid dress.
Oh
No,
my goodness, that is cool.
Okay, I
I'm
like
loving the
this. Hi,
Cthulhu
buddy.
hand as well. Awesome.
Aww.
Hey guys, let's befriend this one.
It's magically still
oh.
after one of you guys.
I can't speak Draconic in this body. Cedar has Draconic. Strix doesn't. I'm angry.
Bastard.
I will need a
Well, Gale
wisdom.
can talk water.
I will need a wisdom save from all of you, however. As it
Yeah.
emerges, it doesn't take an action, but it lets out a very powerful, frightening roar.
Wisdom save. Okay. That's a 15.
16.
A nat 20 for Ohm and a 19 for Dana.
Okay, so you meet and pass. And Kiddus is away, and Kiddus is back.
It's
Alright,
back.
Kiddus, I need a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom. 18.
Perfect. So the rest of you fail. So Leah, both of your
Great.
characters meet and pass. It was a 19 save. So you guys are
Damn.
frightened at the sight of this freshly hatched zombie dragon that went into the corpse of
I
Loth
can't get frightened.
and in
I can't get frightened.
Oh, you can't get frightened. Okay.
No.
I can't get frightened.
That's one of the only things I can be in this form.
Okay, so yeah, it has no other effects aside from its presence. So awesome.
Down.
Wait, the Dawn Martyr.
So
Yeah.
they will do that. So you are not frightened. So Kiddus, you're still restrained and frightened. Gale, you are frightened. So you will have to take your movement running away until at least the end.
I'm a
of the
fucking
turn.
puddle of water.
What's up?
I'm a fucking puddle of water. How do we get frightened?
Well, now you're running water.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh God.
That was good.
Oh.
That was
Man. Ooh. Solid. And they called
I hate that was
me
actually
No,
Dad.
it's liquid. Liquid.
That was
No, Doku, only I call you Dad.
right. That was man. Dad joke thrown. That was man so good.
That was impressive.
All right. So that'll be the dragon's turn, and I think before Cedar. No, she'll go at the end of the round. Cedar, you're up.
Okay. If I come over here, I'm probably gonna have to do a strength save, right? Because webs. No, wait.
So right now you're difficult. It'll be difficult terrain. You're not physically
Difficult, got it.
restrained because it.
That just means you have half movement.
Yeah.
Half movement, got it. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like wait. 1, 2, diagonal. There. I'm over here now, and I'm gonna. I have like one more hand axe. I'm just gonna yeet a hand axe in Lolth's direction.
Okay.
We don't know where Lolth is. We just know where Lolth went.
So
Lolth
should I
disappeared
throw
into
it
the
at the?
blackness.
So you can throw
Do
a
you want me
hand
to throw
axe into the blackness to try to hit her, but that's up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
Funny though. Rain, should I do that or should I throw it at the dragon?
That's your call.
You know what? I want to see if I hit her.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I will say
Gonna
this
be-
is a really good metaphor. This is a good metaphor for battling depression.
Just
Throw a hand axe at the darkness.
Dang.
Oh, that's the best ska band ever. Hand axe in the darkness.
Okay, hand axe plus 11, range of 60. All right, let's see if this works.
Go on.
21.
Okay, so that would hit. Should you hit her? Now I need you to roll a d4.
Okay. All right. Let's go with the metal dice because they were nice to me. 2.
All right. So they needed to match, and they did not. So your hand axe disappears into the darkness.
Dang it. Oh
and
well.
You actually, looking into it, it does disperse the darkness ever so slightly, and all you see is a set of eyes glaring at you before the darkness reconsumes the void space.
I love that. She saw that I tried that. I love that. It's like, did this child just throw a hand axe at me?
Did you put your hand between the hammer and the phone?
So Lotha's gonna go.
That's all I can do.
Okay. So Lotha's gonna go at the end of the round, because she's a thing.
Which is now.
Which is now.
That's what I call it.
And she's going to cast a legendary action because she's saved up enough.
Nope. Oh.
Just trying to get its name again. Fickle favor, essentially. So what she's actually going to do, she may use its attack misses, creature. Okay, so she's going to actually use her action to cast Fickle Favor, which is to basically give an action to the dragon. So she is going to call upon the dragon to attack and basically do his big attack, because he also has a legendary action, only one.
God.
But she's gonna have him cast it because she's still invisible. And his is called Poison Breath. And guess where you guys all
Great.
are?
Oh, bring it!
Right.
I'm immune to that shit.
All grouped together in a perfect little cone.
Good for you, Gale. You're immune. Bunch of us aren't.
Are you
Hey!
immune to poison damage or just being poisoned?
I am immune to. Yes, both.
Okay, perfect. So I need a
Listen.
DC Constitution saving throw from everyone in the party except for Gale.
14. Not gonna do anything.
You never know.
Okay, 9.
23 for Dana. And 21 for Ohm.
And Cedar?
Oh, 14.
Okay, perfect. So everyone in the party. So you who rolled the 23? You said Ohm?
Dana.
Dana. Dana takes 40 damage.
Okay.
Gale will take 0 damage. And the rest of the party takes 80 damage.
Okay.
I'm down.
Okay.
I will say for the first time in this whole fight, so I'm honestly pretty proud.
Yeah.
It's kind of an above average roll for me. I did it to Google, and Google was like, here you go, here's your D20s, 80, or D6s. And I was like, that's a pretty good roll, because my entire top row is 6, 6, 1, 6, 6, 6, 4. That was just my top row.
Wow.
So I was like, thank you, Google.
The number of the beast came
What?
for our asses.
Ohm is at a singular hit point.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
No, not great.
Let's see. So Cedar's down.
No.
Kidis-
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So yeah, Strix
Yes.
is down. Kidis is up. Leah is up as Ohm.
Both Leah and Dana are up.
Okay. How much?
But Leah has 1 HP.
Okay. And Gale is doing just fine.
Yeah.
Well, he's also frightened, but yeah.
Perfect. Then Lotha's
No.
gonna take her turn.
You already did. You used your legendary. Oh, I guess that was a legendary
that was-
action.
So that was the end of the round, and she
Fair.
used her ability to use Fickle
Yeah.
Favor. Now she's
Uh-huh.
gonna go at the top of the round.
Yep.
That was a dick move of her.
That kind of was, yeah.
Evil.
I mean, that's
Yes!
fair. That's fair.
Yes,
Gotta say
you
it's a dick
are.
And so even with the blood curse of bloated agony, she's gonna be pretty pissed at Gale for not taking any damage, and she is going to actually
Fuck?
pop out of the shadows and jump, and you just see this
No.
darkness encompass her whole body as she lands, and all 4 of her 8 legs pierce into the watery form of Gale as she attacks a floor attack flurry. Remind me of the damage from bloated.
3d8.
3d8 per
No, total.
total.
It's 1d8 per attack after the first.
Perfect. I have 1d20.
Nice.
So 19 to hit,
Yeah, hits.
25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, that hits because that base roll was 17, so that'd be and then a natural 20.
Yeah, they all hit.
Okay. So all 4 hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
You do take 23 necrotic damage.
23, perfect, thank you. So, 3d. So, amplified by darkness, 18. Plus 7, so 35 for the first one.
Okay. So I'm just gonna add all these up. So 35. Yep.
14 plus 4 is 18 plus 8. 26 for the second one.
26. Okay.
27 for the third one.
27. Yep.
33 for the last one. Oh wait, no, doubled. So 66 for the last one.
Holy shit. 56. Okay, so 154. Divide that by 2 because I've got resistant to piercing. 77. Okay. Okay, Gale is still up in his water form.
Okay. So that was her turn. Top of the round is Gale,
Who's frightened?
Okay.
who is frightened.
Yeah, so I have to move away from them. Can I use my action before I move?
You have to.
Yeah, that is the thing
spend-
with frightened.
Yeah, with frightened, I believe you have to first do it, and then potentially wisdom save. So give me 1 second.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Thank you.
But there's nothing about
Okay.
you having to move away.
Yeah, there we go. So you can't get closer to the dragon. You can potentially attack Lolth, but at disadvantage.
That's fine by me. I was going to attack her anyway. I'm going to use multi-attack, and I'm going to hit her with 2 slams. I'm rolling at disadvantage. Let's see. Now that was a nat 20. So 21 for the first attack. And that is a 17 for the second.
First one hits, second one doesn't.
Okay, that's fine. So that is... my d8s. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So annoyed. That was a nat 20 and a 14.
Ouch.
Mm.
Still, that's the way that the dice roll.
Alright, is that your turn?
I mean... Yeah, that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Dana.
Okay.
Wait, Gale do a wisdom save?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, that's a
Yes,
good point.
please,
I
go
need to do my wisdom save.
Oh yeah.
So that's a nat 20.
You succeed. You are no longer frightened.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh. Thank you, dice
Can I
gods.
can I see Lolth or no?
She jumped out and she's on top of Gale.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna make 3 strikes at Lolth.
Okay.
Okay. That is 28.
Yep.
That one, 27.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
Perfect. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Was it Leah or no? It wasn't Leah. It was or the Dana who has haste still on.
That's right, Dana does. Thank you. I
Forgot
forgot about
about it.
that.
Good
I
on you,
just
Reese.
remember it's just like looking at my spells. I'm like, wait, I casted haste last time. I know.
Okay, so that fourth attack is a 31.
Okay, that'll hit. And these are
That's
aimed at
fine.
both, right?
Yes, these are all into wolf. Wow, holy shit. For just the slashing damage, we're looking at 54.
Nice.
Wow.
Amazing.
And that's not counting the mimic attacks either.
That's awesome.
So actually, let's do that super quick.
Amazing.
With the mimic attacks, we are looking at 66 damage. I like that.
Yo, I love it. I love it.
And then we add on my special stuff. Ooh. 39 radiant damage
Ooh.
and 13 psychic.
Thanks.
Awesome.
By the way, Doku, love the nails.
Yes.
What?
Noticed them earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Nails.
my Super Mario nails that
A
my wife did.
mushroom!
Yeah, it's funny.
She did a great job.
I'll post a picture of her. So she painted mine, Mario, and then I don't usually paint nails, but I'm really good with dotting tools. So I actually painted her nails as a thank you, and I also gave her a Mario theme. So I will send a picture to the Discord later.
Awesome.
That is adorable.
Okay. But that will be Dana's turn.
Okay, so that'll come up to Leah.
Can I do something really stupid that will probably get me taken out because I have 1 HP? Or should I do something logical and heal myself?
Ooh.
Are you wait, as Dana?
No, as Leah.
Don't know.
Gilsius, is your damage updated?
His right now the water elemental form is taking damage.
Gotcha.
Not him.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of my notes. I'm currently at 37 hit points.
Okay.
On one hand, I want to do more damage, but on the other hand, I want Leah to stay up.
Well, this
Yeah,
isn't. This
'cause-
wouldn't necessarily. This actually would not do damage.
Oh.
But it could really change. It could change things for us if it works, but that's a big fat if.
I don't know, from a risk-reward standpoint.
Yeah, this is the.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the Kittis answer, which is more fun.
Oh,
Oh my
stupid.
That's my answer. That's because that's the Kittis answer, which is more fun.
Reese!
What?
You know what?
No, I don't.
You know what? I want to try it. This is gonna be funny. Okay, so, Leah, kind of flies up to the face of the dragon, and like kind of very hiccup-esque reaches out to touch its nose.
This is so
And
dumb.
goes, Brucey, I've missed you. Can I roll persuasion, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Please roll a nat 20, Rain. Because that is the only way I see this statistically working.
That's a 1.
No, it's
Not.
not.
Roll a 1.
Is that a nat
Oh
20?
god.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Plus
Oh my gosh, look at
18.
Doku.
That is a
Doku.
38.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I told
I
you
think-
if it
I
works,
think-
it would be really fucking funny and change the game.
I think we just broke Doku.
I think we did.
It's like the dragons magically hates you.
Yes, but I called him Bruce.
So, Daddy, what do you think?
No.
I'm gonna do one thing, and I'm sorry.
Okay, do it. No, I did this to myself. Fucking do it.
Go and check Discord.
It's the serious look. He's trying to be serious, even though this is batshit insane.
Oh my goodness.
In general.
This group in
Holy
general.
shit.
Dragon, you can choose
Whee!
to succeed instead.
Oh my god.
Oh, what have you done? Hang
What?
on.
Please.
But Rain rolled a nat 20 for a 38.
Wait, it's still
He's gotta be
loading for
honored.
me. It's still loading for me. I'm looking. Oh, you son of a bitch.
So, I'm going to thematically play something out. And so, yes, this dragon definitely magically hates you. Is completely aligned in another god's domain. And has actually taken upon her body. So there is no strategic reasoning why this would work. But you see the dragon smile at you and kind of nuzzle into your hand for a second. And then I will leave that to happen until his turn actually happens.
Leah's so freaking dead. Oh god.
Oh. It's nice
See,
knowing
this
you.
is what. Yeah. This is why I didn't want to heal myself, because I didn't want to waste the spell.
Forget the live action How to Train Your Dragon. This is the real game changer right here. Hey kids, want to see what happens if Toothless
Actually-
eats Hiccup?
Doku, do you want to help me make this even stupider?
Oh no.
Oh, he's having real life whispers.
Huh?
He's having real life whispers. That was.
I can't believe I did that. I'm so happy I did.
Neither can I.
I-
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like, Sophie, you said don't choose the fun option.
Okay, I'm sorry. But how was I supposed to, statistically speaking?
How was I supposed to know this was going to happen? Rain does insane shit all the time.
Yeah, valid.
Apologies. Okay, I am back.
Okay.
Alright, so was that your whole turn then?
Well, we could make this even stupider if you allow one tiny minor detail change.
Well, that was your action.
Leah
What
buys
is-
the dragon
Right.
a
What
shot.
is your
Exactly.
detail change that you're asking for?
We make that a bonus action so I can cast Death Ward.
Oh my, you.
Come on, come on.
Actually, never mind. Hold the fuck up.
What?
She is going to buy everybody another shot.
I'm a sorcerer. I quicken the spell. I do it anyways.
The first time
Oh yeah.
you touch a creature, are you trying? You just touch the dragon. What are you trying?
No.
to death ward?
No. I'm not death warding him. I'm death warding me.
Okay.
But so I'm gonna do that anyways. I'm gonna use my action, do that stuff with the dragon, and then I bonus action quicken spell death ward myself.
Okay. That's fine.
Leah, there's a time
And that is a
place.
4 on the dice. Okay. That is my turn.
Okay, so first time target drops to 0 hit points. As a result of taking damage, target instead drops to 1 hit point. So you basically just get a free hit. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
That's what you get. That's what you get for touching yourself in combat, right?
All right, Kidus. Let's make something happen. Make sense of this. You, the logical one, please.
Rude. I'm the one who said to stay with logic. And Sharice
Yeah,
gets
for
called
your
the logical
child.
one.
Here's the thing. You're the puzzle one. I actually, when I pretend to be competent, is actually the logical one. When I pretend to be competent. Okay, let's see. Strength
I'm just
save.
thinking.
No. Do shit. I got an 8. Strength save.
Oof.
Yikes.
Oh, I can't do shit, and I don't want to waste my dang like inspiration to like get a whatchamacallit, like an advantage on it. On a strength save.
So, yeah, you're trying, and so you're
trying.
restrained. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I love how no one's even helping you. They're just watching you struggle. That's the
Yeah,
best
I
part of this.
literally
It's not
just
my
got there.
turn.
I know. That's good.
I'm
Also,
water. What
I'm
am I
dead.
supposed to do?
Not dead, but like I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're pretty not good.
Not
Well,
even
actually,
goodish
what's your
bad,
alignment,
just
man?
bad.
Yeah, just
I feel
yeah.
goodish bad.
So it's going to
How are
be
you feeling today? I'm feeling goodish bad.
it's going to be the dragon's turn then. And since you guys are still lovely grouped up,
Pac-Man.
so he will he's going to spend 2 of his 3 attacks doing a wing attack because y'all are still grouped up and can hit all of you. So I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody, except for Cedar, because she's unconscious.
Not just an instant death box right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 30 for Dana.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
And a 22 for him.
Okay.
Hey, how did you get? I got a 26.
I'm sorry.
Kiddo's got a 26?
To call emergency services.
Yes. Like, saving throw. I got 26. How do I get a
Reese, you are
26?
cutting out significantly.
Ah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I got a 26. I don't know how I could get a 26 while pinned,
But you did.
You did. Good
but
job.
I did.
So you will take
Bradley Reese.
half as much then. So perfect. Dana said, okay. So so I'm trying to keep track of both of you guys. So I'll have you do it for me. The marker here was 23. So anyone that got above 23 will take half as much damage. I'll tell you guys the damage here in just a second.
Shit.
I just took a death box, so
It's fine. We're fine.
we're fine. It's fine.
We're gods.
Not yet.
Okay.
Also,
Ohm is
critical role
down.
voiced by Alex Brightman.
Ohm
Well,
is-
actually,
Hilarious.
well, not down yet, but she would have been down if it weren't for Death Ward.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
And Dana takes half.
Okay. So the base damage is 22. For the wing attack. So it's an automatic death box for Cedar.
All right, so half damage for me, so that's 11,
Yeah,
right?
so that's 11.
Let's see, okay.
And
Oh
then
gosh.
who has? So let's see. So Kidus is up.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. Oh wait, Ohm is still up, right?
No, yes, with 1 HP because of Death Ward.
And is Dana still up?
Dana is still up.
Okay. How much life does Dana have?
105.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dang.
So then, as the dragon is doing this wing attack and flying into the air, the tail comes up and slices Ohm right across the chest.
Okay.
So let's see if this hits here. Rip. Yeah. So 16 plus 15.
31, yeah, that hits.
31. Yeah, so 31 to hit. 27 damage bludgeoning.
Okay.
So as this
Ooh.
is flying up, just to be petty, the tail attack swipes right, and you essentially fall to the ground.
Oh, Doku.
Yep.
What was the damage type of the wing attack?
22.
No damage
Yeah,
type.
what was the damage type?
Bludgeoning.
Oh, I only took half anyway. Cool, thanks.
Well, no, so now you take a fourth.
No, so I failed the throw, but I still take
Oh,
half because
oh.
I've got a resistance to bludgeoning.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cedar, it's your turn, but I would like to remind you that you're poisoned, so that poison damage automatically ticks off a second death box.
Although,
Help!
So
quick
you,
question.
So you have to succeed on this one, otherwise you're out.
Quick question before we do that. How many turns has the dragon had? Net or well? Okay. Wait. Was Leah within 15 feet of the dragon? Or actually, no. It's been. Sorry. The dragon has had 2 turns since we did Spirit Guardians, correct?
No, this is its first turn.
Okay, so
The
then it
second
takes.
one was a boon from Loth. Or the first one was a boon from Loth. This is its first official turn.
Okay, so then it would still take 4d8 damage from, or it would have before it when it started its turn, because I still had Spirit Guardians active.
So it had moved to a different
But-
location, though, right?
Not the
So it still
dragon, no.
started its turn.
So
It
on...
still started its turn in front of Leah.
Oh,
it-
okay. So Leah
in the
is
bubble.
right there. Okay. And how much damage?
4d8, which is about 23
Okay. Of necrotic.
of
you said?
necrotic.
Okay. Perfect.
Sorry, I just wanted to get that out there.
Can I roll my death save?
Yeah, go roll.
Good luck.
Please, please, you've got
I
this.
used my owl dice. I'm using my owl dice specifically.
You got this, Soph. You got it. You got this.
17.
Yes.
That's
Alright.
save.
So you save.
Yay!
That's one.
Yay! Okay. Guess that's my action, right?
Yep.
It's my turn.
Pretty much.
I guess you've done all you can do.
All right.
That's all I can do, which is lay there on the floor.
Let's see. here.
Dying.
Okay. So Ohm is down, right?
Mhm.
And Kidus is down. Or Leah's down.
Nope.
Kidus is
No.
not down.
Yeah.
Leah is down, Cedar is down.
Okay. So Loth attacked Gale 4 times last time. What does she want to do? Because she's going to go first at the top of the round. No, she'll keep charging. Okay. So,
Charging?
yeah, legendary actions. She's essentially... You have to do rounds of combat to recharge legendary actions to be able to continue to use them, right? So I can't just do Loth's Fickle
Yeah.
every single time because it'll continue to... There's a cost, right? Kind of like a Planeswalker from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, that'd just be unfair.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's +1 is when you take your turn, and then you use your abilities. It takes away from your tracker. So, yeah, she's just gonna go ape. Cedar, you're gonna take one.
Okay.
She hits.
Just an instant death.
Yeah.
So Cedar dies.
I'm dead.
Yeah. So
Not again!
So this will be what happens. Kidus
I'm dead.
is a nat
flipping
20.
dead.
Nat 20 to hit me?
Yeah, to hit you.
Rude.
If I had a nickel for
Oh.
every time Cedar got killed, I'd have 2 nickels.
Ohm is down, right? So
Mhm.
So the same amount for times her brothers
13
technically
plus
died.
15 still hits.
Which isn't a lot. With women,
Wait,
it's
that's an
actually
18 to hit?
No, 13 plus 15.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, 13 plus 15. Yes, that hits.
Yeah,
And that's a melee attack?
Yep. Directly onto
Okay,
your
so
corpse.
that's 2 fails.
Yep. And the last one will go towards Gale.
Okay.
11 plus 15, so 26 to hit.
That's gonna mean I'm getting that hit.
Okay, perfect. So what you see is Lolth just smiling as she walks nonchalantly through the battlefield. One of her legs pierces Cedar's chest, and the color leaves the skin as you essentially see her body start to glow blue as her soul tries to hang on. The next one sweeps Kittis across the face, dealing a solid 18, 20, 27 damage as she strikes Kittis just across the face as her body goes limp, because I think that's the rest of her life, being only held up by the fact that she's still restrained by the spider webs. She takes another step forward, stepping, her weight crushing directly into Ohm's chest, piercing Ohm, hitting 2 dying boxes, and the last attack, she whips her last leg around to just flaunt her flexibility as it pierces the water makeup body of Galesius for 21, 22 plus 7, 29 damage.
Is that a piercing attack?
Piercing, yep.
29. So that's still halved. So half of 29 would be
14.
14. Cool.
So Cedar's out. Kittis tries to starts to lose her mind watching, because you basically just saw your companion die right before your own consciousness leaves your body. And Kittis is just on her phone, not concerned at all.
No, I'm listening. You guys forget.
Your entire
You're
expression
disassociating.
looks dead.
I am.
Yeah. My palms are dying right now. Like me.
Ohm goes down with 2 dying boxes. And Gale, I'm assuming you're still up, right?
Oh,
Still up
Gale!
and still in water form.
Yep. And I think Dana is okay because you said she had 100 left
Yeah.
or so.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, one of your companions is gone beyond repair. One of them is very close to being beyond help, and the other one is also now unconscious. So it's you and a water elemental against a goddess and a zombie dragon.
Well, I am the
Wait,
water elemental.
is the zombie dragon still like caring about the fight because Leah's down?
That is true.
That's a really excellent question.
Technically, the dragon has fulfilled its entire deal, which was to kill Leah. Leah is dead. Functionally speaking, the dragon is finished.
Yeah, Leah's unconscious. Leah's not dead. Leah's unconscious.
Well, almost dead.
Almost dead.
So once Leah specifically is dead, that should, by just the word of the law, mean that the dragon is done with its contract.
You're right. As soon as she's done with her dying boxes,
the
contract will be fulfilled.
Yep.
So if Leah fails her next dying box, dragon would probably stop caring.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, ADHD.
So Gale, that was the top of the round, and Loth went this round, so you're up.
Okay, well, Gale sort of looks up from the sight of Cedar's soul leaving her frickin' body. You absolute fucking psychopath. And even with the sort of the shifting, fluidy facial expressions, you can tell that Gale is beyond pissed. He's just going to look straight at Lolth and slam. Now, this is just a straight roll because I'm no longer frightened, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so that is going to be it's a 19 and a 14 to hit. I'm guessing the 14 misses.
The 14 does.
Still a 19. Still one of them. Still in this fight somehow. 8. Shit, I can't do math. Hang on.
It's a whole move.
8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 4 bludgeoning. That's 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And do I dare use my fucking movement? I think Gal's going to stay where he is. I think he's sort of between the monsters and his party, and that's sort of where he wants to be.
Kind of locked in. Alright.
We're fucking right, he's locked in. His owl's dead.
So that'll bring us to Dana.
Okay. How does Lolth look? Does she look like bloodied yet?
Seemingly okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's definitely taken damage and she's wounded. But she's not. It hasn't seemed to catch up to her just yet.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go big and just pray to any other god that's not Lolth that this works. And I cast
What am I
Flesh
thinking?
to Stone on Lolth.
Oh, is that the homebrew? They one
No,
or
it's not. It's
one?
it's the eyeball.
Oh, it's the eyeball. Oh, it's the eyeball you got.
Oh! Oh!
Let's see. Con save. End of each of its turns, if successful, saves against the spell 3 times. The spell ends. If it fails to save 3 times, it's turned to stone. Conditions. Okay, so what's the save, Con?
20.
Okay. She's got 1 left, so. Oh my god. 16 plus 5, Con, so. 21.
Oh.
Okay. But did she use her last resistance?
No, she didn't. Her base roll
Okay.
on it. So at 20, it was 16 plus 5. Con is not her good stat.
Okay.
So.
And just to be clear, this is a game. This is basically a best of 3 game of saves versus fails.
Yeah. So she saved her first one.
Okay. And then, well, hopefully that pays out, because if it does, holy shit.
There you go. All right.
And then I still. No, I can't really. Alright, yeah, that kind of has to be my turn.
Okay. Roll a dying box. Remember,
Yep.
you're at -2 right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a 5. I'm dead.
So,
Dragon's gone. Dragon's gone.
Dragon's gone.
No, that's Ohm.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Leah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Is Leah.
I keep forgetting about these characters having different skins.
Oh.
So the dragon seems satisfied.
Sorry, do you want me to call them Fleshmax?
That's worse, actually.
Dragon,
I rest my case.
Dragon seems satisfied for now. Kidus. Roll a dying box.
That's a 6.
Kidus is on her first.
My first diagram.
Cedar's dead. That'll bring us to the top of the round.
Can't do anything because I'm a corpse.
Yeah.
Wow, my jokes are not bad, huh?
What?
My jokes are that bad, huh? I'm joking.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I only have to hit Kittis once to just basically kill her, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because a melee attack is considered critical, which is considered 2 fails.
Yep. Wealth is just gonna saunter over to Kittis, struggling to hang on, and just give her a good pop in the noggin. Definitely hits, because my base roll was 18. So Kittis also now fades to blue as her soul begins to hang on for dear life.
I blue. Change your soul to pink.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It is pink. You're right. So, thank you. I forgot about that canon. As one attack will now go to... Well, 2 attacks will go to Gale and 1 will go to Dana. As 4 legs just continue to strike. Gale, 16 plus 15. So that'll
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
14 plus 15, so Dana, 29.
That's a miss.
And 25.
That's a hit.
Wait,
Actually, I'm sorry. 29 does hit now.
yeah. And does 25 still hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, Gale, 11, 14, 21 damage. Halved for piercing.
Which would be 10, right?
Yep.
What the fuck? Gale is still somehow in water form.
Nice.
Dang.
Oh, that's
He is hanging on.
So, first one piercing, 21 to Dana. Ooh. And 37 on the second one.
Okay.
And so that was her turn up top. So this will happen when the dragon goes, and he is at the bottom. So Gale and Dana, you guys get a turn.
Good.
Or yeah, Gale, you're up.
Fucking avenge my party.
I saw you did to my character sheet. I love you.
What?
What? Send picture.
Just go look.
I don't know how.
On
the
Go look
Hold
at
on.
the campaign.
Hang on.
Dead home.
So you did it to mine too. Hey.
Mine. I'm dead straight.
Oh. D&D Beyond, just log me out. I can't see any of this shit. Hang on.
But sorry, continue. I did not mean to sidetrack.
Sorry.
That's right.
Rude.
Campaign in a nutshell.
How many rounds has it been since we started combat in this session? Has it been 4?
Oh, I haven't kept track of that, unfortunately.
I'm getting so real. No earthly clue.
No worries.
Actually, no. Yeah, it's been 4.
Okay.
This is
Cool.
the start of the 5th.
That's perfect because Whelm has recharged. So the wet boy is going to move over to Lolth. I heard it that time. I apologise. And he's going to use his water form to occupy the same space as her. Can I have a strength save, por favor? Happy.
Okay. Strength save for how much?
Just roll it and we'll see if it works.
Oh no, I got a 14.
Oh shit! That means that she fails. Okay, so
The dragon
Lolth is
got
large.
a 21.
That's fine. It's only targeting Lolth. That's absolutely fine.
Each creature in the elemental space.
Okay. Well, that's fine as well, because I'm guessing the dragon is bigger than large.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing would affect it, that's fine. It's Lolth that I was really after, because as a large creature, she is grappled, and she's unable to breathe unless she can breathe water. She also takes some damage straight up. She's going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage just from the wave of Gelsius's water form hitting her. But she's restrained and unable to breathe.
Okay. Grappled.
How does it feel to be helpless?
Bless.
You're going to call off that dragon.
That's fine. Okay, so that's pretty good. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn. We're
Okay.
choking the life out of this spider.
And that'll be Dana then, right?
Okay.
Does the flesh to thing above?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
No, she saved on the first one, so I'm not affected.
Okay. And did her turn just end? Or who just went?
So she was at the
Me.
top of the round, and then it went to.
Okay, and that's when she inserted her turn?
Yeah, she was at the top of the
Yeah,
round.
she went on the top of the round.
Okay, sorry, so she should have made another save at the end of her turn.
I didn't fail the initial one though. So you attempt
Still.
to turn creature you see within range of stone. If target's body is made of flesh, the creature must make a con save. On a failed save, it is restrained. On a successful save, the creature isn't affected. A creature
Oh,
restrained
I
by
see it
this
now,
weapon-
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, shit. Then I guess all I have is attacks.
Okay. So I believe since she's restrained, these have advantage.
Oh, because of the flute, my attacks have always had advantage.
Got it.
Double advantage?
Just me, but yes. I love and hate having so many dice to roll.
I don't, I love it.
Okay, so that is a nat 20 for the first one. A 22 for the second. And a 31 for the third.
Okay, so all of them will hit.
Okay, then. Does the Mimic Blade get affected by my nat 20 or no?
No, because it's technically
Okay.
its own attack.
Right. Okay. So then that is 38 slashing damage
Ooh, nice.
before the nat 20. As in the nat 20 has not been accounted for yet.
Nice.
With the nat 20 slashing damage, that's bumped up to 48. That's 38 radiant from the nat 20. Another 10 radiant. And 13 psychic.
Okay. She's looking less happy.
Okay, but that is my
I
turn.
don't give a shit if she's happy.
Well, we do give a shit if she's happy, because if she's less happy, it means more damage was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't care about her feelings. She killed the party.
She's about to
I
kill
care about her
you.
feelings. I want her dead.
Sorry, what?
What? Let's see. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So that was your turn then. That should be the last of the round, right? Because everyone else is dead.
Yep.
Beautiful. So the dragon, because you technically attacked the dragon when it was no longer interested in combat, it, it decides to give Lolth a helping hand before it leaves.
Sorry, hang on.
The
Um,
loophole! I found the
just
loop. Who wasted my
hang on.
loophole?
Hold on. Just to double check. When it says elemental space, does that mean reach?
Yeah, you have 15 feet. Or, so each creature in the element space. So yeah, should be if it's larger or smaller. I thought
Reach is 5 feet.
reach is 5 feet. Okay. All right.
Technically, and because I'm occupying Loth's space, technically it wouldn't affect the dragon, right?
Okay, so yeah, you're just
Because
like
as a water elemental, I
in,
can occupy
you're
her
just
space.
morphed around her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were standing right next to each other, so I was wondering how much. But you're right. It is an occupied space, and you're occupying her space. So yep, you are correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Large creatures, 2 medium, small creatures at a time. Oh, okay. You could have grabbed him as well. No, 1 large creature, 2 medium. So no, you couldn't have. Yeah, it wouldn't even have worked.
Yeah.
Never mind. You're right. Good call out. So then she would basically just have to start her turn to get out of the grapple then, right?
Yeah, but she's counted as restrained as well, so.
Perfect. Okay. So here's what's going to happen then, because the dragon was technically in turn order, and he's not going to do that now because you didn't attack him.
Yeah.
Him satisfied, he is going to take one final strike at Leah with his tail as he spins it around, and her head just pops off of her body, just severed by the dragon's tail, as a portal opens up and just opens, right? You can't see through it, however. It just now exists in this space, this liminal space. And the dragon begins to kind of fly through it. Then a couple things will happen, because then that'll be the dragon's turn as he begins to fly through the portal. However, the portal, oddly enough, stays open behind him. And we'll resolve that in a little bit. Top of the round is going to go to Loth. And I actually just rolled a nat 20 on my strength save, so I'm assuming I'm out.
Yeah.
And all 4 legs begin to now wrap around you.
Okay.
And I will need... This is her whole turn. I will need a strength saving throw from you.
From me?
Yes.
Alrighty. 22.
Perfect. It's actually a DC 23. So, what ends up happening is spider webs begin to form all around you as all 4 legs weave a cocoon around the whole body that is sucking up all of the moisture that makes you up as she begins to restrain you at such speed that each piece of you slowly gets pulled more and more into this cocoon.
So, the water elemental is immune to being restrained.
So she's actually wrapping herself in this silk to absorb you.
Oh, that's a
So
shitty move.
You are not restrained, technically. However, you are now blinded and your charisma score is reduced.
How can you reduce it anymore? It's an 8 as a
It's
water elemental.
reduced by 7, so...
Singular charisma.
You have a singular charisma.
Wow, this thing is less charismatic than I am now.
Which is great, because when your charisma score reaches 0 at the start of your next turn, something else happens.
Oh, don't do this to me.
No.
What?
No.
Why?
No.
Oh my gosh, no! What? Why? What?
It's fine. It's fine.
This is Insidious Embrace. I love this. This is great.
No.
And so,
I'm glad. I'm happy
No
for you.
hug.
Gale, it is the start of your next turn, and your charisma score is now reduced to 0. And you have no motivation to do absolutely anything. In fact, you let go and just turn into a puddle onto the ground.
You gave him depression!
Yeah. Except...
So
What's up?
I was gonna say, so in that case, that's my water elemental form. Would I just then transform back into Gale?
Sure, go ahead and try.
What do you mean?
Would
What do
you
you-
like to
what do you
transform
mean?
back into Gale?
No. No.
I'm gonna say no because the other members of my party are shaking their heads and saying no. But I'm just thinking, is that how it would happen? Because technically, but that's fair. I'm just gonna let this continue because why not? I apparently have no motivation to do anything. It's what my character would do.
I'm trying to, do one thing, actually. Yeah, so you have no motivation. And then something will happen. She'll force it out of you if you don't do it yourself on your next turn. But that's fine. It'll just cost her an action. So you lose all motivation. Your mind goes blank. Your vision is blinded. Your mind just empties, and you just feel like a watery purgatory at the start of your turn. And would you like to use your movement? You can move around a little bit as a puddle if you'd like.
Yeah, how much movement do I have as a puddle?
15 feet.
That's generous for a puddle.
That actually is pretty generous.
I was expecting to say like a millimeter.
Just wobbles
Rain,
sadly to the
it's
left.
bubbles.
You know what?
It's basically
You know
the
what?
equivalent. It's the equivalent of your bubbles.
Yeah.
If I have 15 feet of movement, he's gonna just sort of slowly shift so he can be next to his friends when he dies. Because fuck you.
That's fine. I got lucky with that 7, because I'm like, oof. Because, yeah, it usually takes a lot longer, but you're a water elemental right now, so it kind of worked out.
I do not like that.
So
But
are...
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, you are basically just made of spider webs and puddle at this point. So, Dana, you get...
I was about
one
to take a
turn.
drink.
What?
It'll be your turn now, Dana.
Okay. Dana is just gonna look around her at all of her fallen comrades. And as she's just slowly looking around on the ground, her eyes stop on Cedar. And she goes, "If I protected you in life, I'll protect you in death." And goes in for one last flurry.
Nice.
For a dirty 30, a nat 20, and another nat 20.
Okay.
So I'll do the regular first, which is 21 slashing damage and 8 psychic.
Okay.
And then for the others, we have. Oh, really? That's what I was gonna say. Okay, no. 36 total slashing from the other two. And then. Or sorry, I forgot one thing. Sorry, make that 50. I forgot the mimic. Okay. And then 62 psychic or 62 radiant damage.
Pretty good. She's definitely bloodied now.
Okay.
The toll of damage is kind of emerging on her body, her second form, as flurries and flurries of blows just do combat. And she's definitely feeling it, but you realize now in this moment you are absolutely alone. All of your comrades have fallen, been demotivated. You're surrounded in blue flames, negating magic. Spider webs everywhere, forming difficult terrain. As the only sounds that are produced are the blood of Lilth's wounds hitting the floor, and you two just doing combat.
Mhm.
Alright.
And unless you just want to go back and forth, as time goes on and blows are exchanged, the entire time there's just like a steely focus in Dana's eyes, and she just mumbles one thing over and over and over. And actually, are we going to continue or just cut to black?
You'll see. How much life do you have left?
58.
58. Okay. So, well,
I'd be interested to see this play out. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna see what happens on my next roll because she's up.
Okay.
It's just light.
It looks great.
Unless you have anything.
Oh no,
else
I
you
thought there
wanna
was
do.
something in it, but it was just the light hitting a specific spot.
Oh.
Is there anything else you have left in the tank on this turn?
No.
Okay. So Lilth is up.
Crying free action.
And it's crying free action. And she just laughs as the puddle of water reforms into a watery spider under her control. And Gale, now snapped back into consciousness, watches Dana alone fighting a god. And he watches as mandibles that he's in control of, but almost as just he's watching through the eyes of this spider that's now reformed. And I'll show you guys the spell, which is really funny. Attacks Dana from behind as Lilth pierces Dana with all 4 of her legs in one go. So let me just see how many of these are going to hit.
I know it's like scientifically impossible, but as this happens, if anyone is still alive and watching, like you just see like a tear coming down like one of these eyes.
No.
So this is taking some liberties. But that's the spell that hit Gale, and this is what he turned into.
Okay, how do you even pronounce that word?
Quidentia?
you know how.
I'm used to science words. This. Oh! No!
But no.
More.
I'd rather
no.
Why are you
I
jump scared like that? The people on the stream can't see it. This one's trust me.
I literally cannot look at my laptop right now.
Oh, do you want us to delete the picture?
Please do, yes.
Hey, Doku, delete the picture.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
I hate that so much.
For all those on stream that couldn't see it, just imagine a spider, but instead of any body, it's just legs.
It's
Spider
all
legs.
23 hit,
All legs.
Dana?
Multiple legs.
23 does not.
Okay.
I don't like.
Does a 24
You're looking
hit?
for a 28 or higher.
20 what or higher?
28.
Okay. So these are very superficial blows as it's striking your back. You notice this water spider of just all amalgamation of just hundreds of legs just trying to attack you but not getting through. Oop. Okay, so that was 27 on the first one. 29 plus 5. It's 34 on the second. Natural 20 on the third. And 30 on the third. Okay. So let's just roll damage and see what happens. So 3 get through. That's the third D12 I've dropped. I'm so mad at myself. Hang on.
Yes, you're mad at yourself for dropping the D12s. That's what we're gonna pick. Knock it out.
17 plus 7 for the first, so 23. 14, so 21 doubled is 42. And as you lose consciousness, because I think that was all of your life, yes, a third leg strikes you and hits you for 2 dying boxes. So this is going to be what happens. Because you have 1 dying box left, and that was it. That's all she wrote. But one strange thing is happening, because all of you are glowing the resonance of your souls, which should not be happening. As like what you saw with Atlas, your souls should have been absorbed immediately. As you guys seem to be resisting. The portal still remains open inside of Lul's domain, and just the sounds of combat back and forth with Dana as Dana finally succumbs. 2 entities enter the domain through the portal, guided by a rushing, a wave of water. And although dead, you feel something for some reason as their presence steps through. A brother-sister.
Stray! Yes! Sorry, I'm very happy right now. There's too much adrenaline in my system.
As soon as I heard wave, I was like, okay, here we go.
And I don't remember his name, but the cool knife guy.
It's me, cool knife guy.
There's enough adrenaline in me to feel a much bigger person.
This wave
That's not hard.
washes over all of you as your souls that struggle to hang into your bodies are touched by Aquafania. The blessing, the pure warmth of her embrace came through the portal with the brother and sister. As your eyes open in unison, you all all struggle to kind of get up, but you realize you all have 5 hit points. Your body's bruised, cut, bloodied, beaten. The remnant energy of your soul being ripped away from death and being brought back in. Just pains irradiates from a place you've never felt before. As the battlefield now stands, with all of you, Lolth, and 2 other deities that you come to know well, all charging Lolth in unison. Your only motivation is to just attack blindly. So, this next round, your only thing that you can do is run at her with everything you have and attack physically. Sound good?
Okay, so not spell, just attack physically.
Just raw attack physically.
Okay.
Can we take 5 super quick?
Yes, we can.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
take a
I need to
break.
like
Please.
pace around my apartment for a bit.
Yeah, I need to recover from all of that.
I need to mentally process everything.
I need to check under my bed for that fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh, that was
God.
Yeah.
just pure concentrated essence of the web right there. That was
I realized that my arachnophobia is worse than I thought.
that could kill Jonathan Sims in a look.
So we will be back in 5. Anyone who is still here. See
You
in a
in
minute.
5.
See you in 5. We all
What's up? Sure. What's up? Mm-hmm. Technically, Ohm died. Yeah. So, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. So it's ultimately up to you what you're enjoying playing. Um. So interestingly enough, where this is going to lead, without too much spoilers, it would be extremely easy to bring Dimron back. Like extremely. Like I could walk into the role right now if you wanted. Like that would be okay. If that's what you want to do. Again, there's a lot of weird stuff going on, right? You're kind of nesting dolled. You're borrowing spiritual power. Like you technically did just go down. Like go down. So yes, you did die. Your soul was always safeguarded by the blessing of Aquafania, though. I think we've already kind of established that. So if you want Leah to stay because of that, like, just essentially shocked her system, right? Because that's never happened. You were fine until you were not fine. And undo that, that's absolutely fine. Like, if you want to. Like, it would make sense from a character standpoint. You were already kind of on edge. like, it really just depends on where you want to go. Because technically it was Aquafina that saved you, but it does now kind of give you a connection with Shadowfell, right? Um, you were worried about your domain and your family, but this is kind of a life-altering thing, so it's really ultimately what up to you and what you think your character would do. We can discuss it post, because I don't think we're going to get into combat with Dimron beforehand. But it'll probably be the same level plus up to level 12, right? So it'll be probably the same level as what you have now. But we can discuss it. Gotcha. My preference for just game would be to bring Dimron back, because it's already a bonded to character. Um, However, if you wanted to play a new character, we haven't fully discussed it yet, and we could also, like, you could just roleplay Dimron for like the rest of the session, and then we can introduce a new character after as well. Like, would you be okay with that at least? And then we can talk about it more. Yeah, let's do that. Because yeah, no, it's fine. Because you have no. The thing about it is, and the reason why I'm okay with Dimron coming back is because technically Leah has no tie to the original story. The only one that has ties to the original story essentially was partially Dana, but mostly Dimron. That's why I was like, yeah, if you wanted to do that, that's absolutely fine. But we can also fundamentally bring Dimron back different with this new build, just in Dimron's body, potentially. No? Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it would. I was just throwing it out there. So, let's test Dimron, and then we'll see where we go if we need to change. Sound good? Okay, perfect. I gotta pee, and then I'll see you guys in just a minute.
Also, yeah, the word itself wasn't too bad. I'm used to science words. There's so much worse. There's so much worse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Some German words are worse than that.
True. But then the meaning was horrendous. That was just wow.
You guys entertain and turn your cameras on. I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Okay, hi.
Oh gosh, though.
Legit, as soon as like the water came through, I had like the choral version of "Like a Prayer" from Deadpool and Wolverine playing in my head. I was like, yes, let's go.
Apparently Tridentias are like failed, like are driders that failed some of Lolth's tests, and so or somehow displeased her, and so she turned them into that. That like Tridentias were sentient once, and then they got turned into many leg.
No.
Hate that.
No.
See, I'm trying to think on like a power scaling.
I want to find the person who invented those things and shake them, because why?
Why would you do this? Why?
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 Why? Oh, hey, Rain. Can you tell them the story you told me? Your pigeon story?
Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Who?
I'll do that after stream.
Okay.
Yes, please, after stream. But like, I want to hear the story because Sophie has refused to tell me all of it in detail. She just kind of gave me a quick overview.
How you're coming from Rain?
Oh.
Oh my
Obviously, look at
gosh,
the-
I hate Lolth so much.
Yeah. Very quickly, going back to birds. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I feel like one of us has been possessed by an owl.
No, I don't think so.
Which one?
I don't know. It's a complete mystery to me.
I'm sure it
I
is,
love that
buddy.
clip.
It's so funny.
Are we? We're not live again, right? Okay, good. Wait, no, we are live. Okay, I wanted to make a joke, but that was a spoilery joke.
Yeah.
Also, our cameras look like an abstract painting.
Yeah.
Sprinkle Honey!
I wanted to get comfy.
I do not blame you.
Yeah.
I miss Sprinkle.
I know.
Sprinkle is great.
Oh
Wait, delete this.
yeah, how was Comic Con? How did the
Dude, it
the-
was
the-
great.
How was your meetup?
I didn't get to do it. The slots got full.
Oh
Oh,
I know.
I'm sorry, Rain.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's always next time.
Mm-hmm.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm still just emotionally recovering from the past 2 hours.
Why are my cameras broken? Who am I missing?
Yeah, our cameras need a
Oh,
little help.
I'm missing me. What the
Mhm.
It's okay.
Hey,
That
there
might
we go.
fix it. I think that... Oh yeah, it fixed it. Now we don't look like a weird abstract painting.
Perfect. Okay. Like I said, you are all just compelled to do war. Roll a perception, Gale, because you are technically up first. Interestingly enough, the spider is still on the field, but Gale, you have returned to your original form.
Can I just punt the fuck out of that thing? Because I hate it.
Do you want to fight the spider? That'd be fine. That'd be kind of your motivation, because it was so pseudo you, and it's like this real imposter doppelganger feeling, like you just feel dirty, and so yes.
I just want to get rid of it. Like punt it into the blue fire. Just kill it.
Okay.
I rolled a 29.
Okay, so that will hit. Roll a strength for me if you want.
Actually, yeah. Do I have good strength?
Has
I have a
Cassius?
+1.
Okay.
I have a +1.
Adrenaline.
Do it. Do it with advantage, actually, because you're motivated right now.
I'm glad you said advantage. Oh, dirty 20.
Okay, you beat me because my base roll was 2 + 3 for the spider. So, you just see Gilcius like mental, as like his soul is kind of amalgamating on the outside and inside of his body. He's kind of deforming, partially water, partially him, partially Gale, as he just pulls the body of this spider, lifts this large-sized spider creature over his head, and yeets it into the flaming blue river.
I shot so many legs! He's got the spider rage. He doesn't like this fucking thing. He wants it to die.
Dana, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay. $25 to hit.
Okay, so yes, that will hit.
And do I just get one attack or all three?
1 for now.
Okay. Okay. 15 damage.
Okay. Cool. So Ohm would be up next. Just per our conversation, roll at disadvantage, however.
Okay.
You're kind of shook.
Nat 1.
Okay. So you miss. You kind of are composed, but also not composed. You're showing signs of turmoil and unsureness that no one has ever seen on your face before. As you strike at Lolth, but it's almost half-hearted. And before you even realize that you didn't put your full strength behind it, your weapon slips in your hand for the first time ever. You're still holding it, but your grip was loose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens with your net one.
Okay.
Kiddus.
Okay, since I have to do a melee, it'll be probably my rapier. That is a 25.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay, and where's my D8? That's 4 damage.
Damage is damage. Dragon's gone, so Cedar.
All right, let's roll.
I
Come on,
imagine
come
like
on.
all of us have like the Doom soundtrack playing in our heads right now. Just full on heavy metal. Just ah.
Does a 30 hit?
30 will definitely. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right, so that would be Star Razor. Oh wait, I need to roll. It's been so long since I've actually gotten to make an attack. I need to roll that more.
Yeah.
Nice. I love this. Okay.
This
So
is it.
wait, I still get 4 attacks, right?
Just one for right now.
Oh, just one for right now. Okay, so we're just gonna stick with the 30. Do, 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 do. 14 to hit.
14 will
14?
not hit.
I meant 14 damage. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you've already hit.
Yeah, no, I did.
I thought you were Sophie.
There's too much going on in the brain.
Man, is this just dad joke? Is this dad joke session? Should I start making dad jokes too? Because I could bring them back.
We need to have like a dad joke counter
like-
somewhere. If we ever like do this for YouTube, just have a
been-
little counter at the top.
I've literally been hit with 2 of them so far. Both of them bangers. So, alright.
Woo.
Osmodius. You see and actually feel the weight of his...
Ozzy.
What?
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 Where did this come from? I am confusion, but okay, sure. Sorry, I just
Ozzy.
it came out of nowhere for me.
So there's 2 other entities on the battlefield now. And you feel his presence as he starts to move. And dart right towards Loth. Are you guys just surprised by the name?
On his shoulder.
Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought the name was different. I thought this is Lolth's son, right?
Yeah, it should be a... Osmodius? Wait.
Oh, okay, maybe I got mixed up in the lore. I thought he had a
When did this turn into hell of a boss?
got me.
Reference is not the name of the demon in the Bible.
I'm not religious. Not yet,
Or
anyway.
some sort. I don't. Is Osmodius in the
no.
Bible, or is it
No,
was that
no.
something added later
No,
on?
no,
So-
that was added later on.
It
That's
was-
not in the Bible.
It's Veyron.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Veyron.
No, wait, that's why I
You're
was
absolutely
confused because
right.
I thought it started with a V,
It
and
did.
then I was like, wait, what?
It's Veyron.
Why did we
Veyron, but I've
Veyron?
when I was designing, that was on my bad because I'm just reading my cards that I pulled up for his character. I don't know why I named it that way.
No worries. No, it's okay.
I just-
I was just so
We're calling
confused because I
him
thought I
Ozzy
knew
now.
this guy's name already.
No.
I was like, wait, I thought that.
I
Sorry,
built
hold on.
stat
I'm gonna
blocks,
text
but I
somebody.
think I didn't remember his name at the time. So I was like, eh.
No, his name is now Osmodius, and I'm apparently voiced by Alex Brightman.
No,
So there we go.
Veyron.
Do you guys want to see the start of his card?
Sure.
Sure.
Wait, is there another fucking spider on it?
That's his base block.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That is why you
Dang.
feel it as he moves. Where was hers?
Oh, no, that's a daddy right there. I'm sorry.
Good.
I'm either getting a Nerf gun or a squirt bottle. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I just get like a full on like the super soaker. Just combine the two.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh my gosh, I make an unholy combination of the two.
That's the sister.
Got ideas.
A Nerf soaker.
So
Elistray! I like Elistray.
yeah, what's interesting is I'm not gonna. Yeah, never mind. I gave you the name, but I'll piece it together later. So, they are kind of the embodiment of good and evil, and so every time they move, you actually feel it, and they almost sway you as every time they attack or move or exude their presence, you actually feel either evil or good just being in their presence together. And they're in a weird place where they shouldn't be together, right? Just because they are so conflicting. But they've come together for this. Aided by literally
Family reunion.
Family reunion. You've already weakened Lol to a point where she's just been kind of doing combat and expended it. But clearly, you guys don't stand a chance. But you created an opening. As 4 slashes that are visible happen from Veyron, but 8 wounds appear on Lolth's body as 2 of her legs are just completely severed. Elistray does something different. She gets behind you and actually takes a moment to travel through the battlefield, gently touching each of you, and heals you each for 30 damage. She will essentially heal you each for 30.
Okay.
And she'll
I
smile.
like her.
And in a language I don't think many of you understand, Celestial, you just hear
Celestial.
You just hear her say,
Do I know Celestial or Primordial? I can't remember.
I think you speak Primordial, because that's kind of what you...
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I speak Primordial. That's cool.
I remembered something.
Yeah, Strix
Well.
speaks Celestial.
It says, good luck. I can't do much else. And Loth will hold, and we'll start with Gale. Full turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're not using. We can't use magic. We're just going attack, attack, attack. Sorry, because I already punted the spider. I thought that was my thing.
It's next round.
Next round, we get our full turn, so we can do whatever we want.
Oh, cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Let me have a look at my shit.
I forgot that the
Ooh,
darkness is still.
okay. Okay. I've not got all my mass healing shit. But I think... Yes, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on us. So surrounding us, I'm going to call forth a healing spirit at 5th level. Which heals equals to 1 plus 1 classing modifier. I believe I can do, which should cover all of us. You guys are going to be healed as well. 4d6. Because we're going to fight again, we need fucking hit points. Oh, that is some good roll. How's 19 extra hit points each?
Okay, sweet.
And that lasts up to a minute. Which is...
6 rounds.
10 rounds.
Yeah, I'm just reading all the
I'm mixing up.
specifics.
I'm
I'm just reading all the specifics. Sorry. Okay. Yes, as long as you guys stay within sort of 60 feet of Gale, every time you start your turn there, you get healed for 46, up to a minute.
Beautiful.
Actually, I need to give myself those
that
19
for
hit points
us.
as well, so I'm counting that. I still have my main action, however. And you know what? Fuck it. I feel like doing some cantrip stuff as well because you said anything goes. Can I charge Lolth and go Primal Savagery?
Sure.
Yeah? Alrighty. That's not ill. That's Gale. Yeah, so that is going to be 2 hit plus 10. Okay, 24 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yes, it does. And that is 4 d10s. Where are my d10s? There we go. I love being able to roll multiple dice. Ah! Oh, okay. For 29 points of, and that is acid damage,
Oh, pretty good.
right? I love it when I can do shit.
Okay.
And that's going to be Gale's turn.
All right, Dana.
Okay. Full set. $25.
Yep.
28.
Mm-hmm.
29.
Yep.
$46 total slashing out of all sources. Eight, 14 radiant and 7 psychic.
Nice.
Okay. Is that you?
That's me.
Okay, yeah, she's just... You guys are just wailing onto her. I did not anticipate this much damage to be done. So Leah, I believe it's Leah's turn.
Okay. Right. I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. Screw it. 4th level guiding bolt.
Do it.
Ooh. It's a natural 18 plus 17 to hit 35.
That'll hit.
Mm.
Mm. 28 damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Kittis.
Question: does Cedar still have the curse on her?
She's no longer poisoned. No.
No, the curse. The reason why I couldn't freaking use Witch Bolt earlier, because if any spell I casted at her that wasn't a savings throw would go straight to Cedar instead.
Right. No, actually, because she died.
But
I
I'm cast
died.
Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Let's see. 22 to hit. Oh, frick. Does 19 hit? Or can I?
19.
No, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use advantage. If
Okay.
it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. Come on. I'm gonna use my advantage. Okay, that's better. Does 23 hit?
23 will hit.
Okay, so where's my d12s? Oh, d12. Okay, so that 3d12 because I only have that left. 6, 9, 9. So that's 20 thunder damage from the spell.
Okay.
And I will be kind of moving this way. Boom. I'm assuming that's difficult terrain still, right?
It still would be, yeah.
Yeah, so that's about as far as I can move. So I moved that way.
Okay.
Right, it's on my back in a sec.
And Cedar, you would go.
Awesome. Let me roll for my attacks, which will be on Wolf. Because she is the worst and deserves no happiness. Okay, so one of them is a nat 1, so that won't work. Got where is my 25, 25, and 32.
Those will hit.
Sweet. All right. Okay, so we got an 11, a 14, and a 16.
Of what type of damage?
Slashing, I think. Slashing.
Okay, so that counted up quick. I did not anticipate that much damage being done to her in one round. So, the end of the round, she is going to take her turn now. And at the start of the round, she is going to take her turn. Because this form has 32 life left. Because her son hit her for 120 damage on the rolls. So, oops. So she's not doing well.
For that.
Two things are going to happen. First, I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
All right.
Okay. Oh boy, a dex save.
6.
Oh dear.
23 and 35.
Okay. Who did 23?
Well,
Okay.
10.
I get a 14.
Okay. So, everybody failed except for Dana. So basically what ends up happening is the remainder of Wolf's body actually goes white. Almost like a lizard sheds its skin. And hardens. Before a very familiar spell is cast. And you will all take 36 damage.
Okay.
And everyone, let's see. I'll just go through it because this will be more fun. Cedar, pick a number 1 through 4. Actually, no,
3.
1 through 6. 1 through 6. Would it still be 3?
4.
4. Okay. Your left wing, it gets severed as a hail of bone splinters of a hardened exoskeleton erupt directly from Wolf as they pelt you all, and you could not get your wing out of the way as the left wing, the borrowed one, is severed and
Wait,
falls to the ground.
I'm still in Strix's body, though. Oh, I'm so sorry, Strix.
So,
He's not gonna need it. True.
Gilcius, you
Yes.
take the shot. What form are you in right now? You said you're in a primordial form, right?
No, I'm in Gilsey's form. Primal Savagery is just
Oh,
like a
okay.
cantrip that he can
Gotcha,
use.
gotcha. Okay. Pick a number 1 through 4.
1 through 4. Okay. You know, I'm gonna let the dice decide this because, and I'm using my skull dice as well, so this is gonna go really well.
Okay.
Talk about thematics. 1.
Okay. Your right arm falls to the ground beside you painlessly as a bone splinter from her exoskeleton just whizzes past you. You just feel warmth as your arm flops to the ground and you're bleeding. Kittis, would you like to also roll or tell me a number 1 through 4?
2.
2? That would be a leg quadrant for you. So, your right leg at the kneecap. You feel yourself lose balance as your right leg is propping you up only by the friction of them holding together before it falls over and you fall over with it. Almost in a slow effect. And then, number 1 through 4.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. That would also be a leg quadrant. So your left leg at the upper thigh actually also gets splintered. You see it sticking out of your leg until you realize that your body is just resting on this bone piece between your lower and upper leg. And when you try to remove the bone piece, your leg falls to the ground and you fall with it. As these bones shatter the battlefield, you actually see Veyron deflect all of them with his blades as they begin to go into her body, but the woman who tries to kind of block them with like a moon sickle of swords, they pierce through, and actually 3 of them pelt into her body, and she is now bleeding. But what's interesting is, I need a perception check from all of you.
Okay. Perception.
Okay, you're going into dice jail.
28. Let's go.
17.
Yo!
Twinsies.
Okay. 26 and that 20.
Okay. So, so yeah, 26 and not 20. So yeah, the 3 of you guys on the right hand of my scene. So, Leah Ohm, Dana, and Gilcius see Lolth as she shrinks down into an almost humanoid form of normal size. As this explosion of bone happens, she disappears into the shadow.
Get back.
But you 3 see something that no one else does. A blue, shining light from the darkness illuminates everything. And the 3 of you swear that the trick of the light, you actually see Atlas for a moment, lighting her up as a beacon in the middle of this shadow, as his soul refuses to be diminished. And so,
Buddy!
the brother and sister actually will take movement actions to the outside of the shadow. As you see the portal that they came in actually start to encompass the darkness. And they are actually merging the portal with the void. And that is what they commit themselves to do. And we will go in turn order of people who see it. So, Gale, you see a trick of a blue light in this void as a red portal now begins to kind of encompass the darkness. are you going to take any actions?
Yes, I am just looking at what I can do. Ooh. Well, first things first, my turn, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the healing from the healing spirit because I'm starting my turn in the zone where they're floating around. Bad. 12 points of healing. Which, if anybody's starting their next turn, they can take the 4d6 because they're still in the zone with the healing spirit. So remember that, guys. With a little bit of rejuvenation from that, I think Gale is going to. Well, Gale see us. Oh, I give myself like a bow or something. Can I? No, because she's in the void. I'm not going to do that. That's kind of stupid. I think Gale's going to hold his action until there's a better opportunity to strike. I'm guessing he's still got this rage, this sort of idea of just wanting to hurt her in his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to hold off just for a moment, just to see where she comes. But he's holding his action.
Okay. Dana, do you do anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. Would Leah Ohm do anything?
She'll throw out. Well, okay. Who's looking the worst?
I have 18.
I have
Currently,
18.
Currently,
Harry?
yeah, we're gonna probably get
Yeah.
healing.
which talking of which, Rain and Gnome, sorry, Leah and fucking
Yep,
both your characters take 12 points of healing.
love it. Which puts both of them at 66 hit points. I love that.
3 off of being perfect.
I know, right? Or 600, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. How far away is Lolth from Kiddis right now?
You can't tell.
This will affect.
She is.
No, because
Oh,
I have. Does Witch Bolt drop? Because Witch Bolt drops if she leaves 30 feet of me.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's what
Um,
I need to know. Because if she's on the very far end of the circle, it drops. But
So in this case, it will drop because but not because of distance, but because of existence. I don't know how to explain it. The void is not just an empty space inside the legendary field. So inside her domain, she can manipulate it. So think of it kind of like a funnel versus just a flat space.
okay. So I just wanted to check because that will affect any choices I make in the future.
So it is not.
Yep.
Visible.
I'm gonna
It should
twin spell. I twin spell 3rd level healing word for 18 hit points to both Cedar and Kiddis.
nice.
Thank you.
Gracias.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything else then? Do we have any actions from Kiddis or Cedar?
Yes, please. But
You go
who goes
first.
first? You? Okay,
You
me.
go first.
I'm gonna take my healing. So Harry, how much would that be?
Let me roll the dice.
How much do I get?
Okay, so you get. Okay, I rolled really well for that. So 5, 10, 15, 19.
Nice. Awesome.
I rolled
Okay,
2 5s,
so-
a 6, and a 3. So
Nice.
yeah.
I can see. You said I can see where Lolth is thanks to Atlas, right?
You cannot.
No,
Cannot-
only Only Gale, Leah, and
Oh,
Kana.
sorry, I
Can't.
forgot who was in the. Huh.
You and I rolled too low.
That's unfortunate. So I don't know where she is. Can I hold my action?
You're last in round, so.
I think I'm gonna just not do anything this time because I'm not gonna run into the shadows, not knowing where she is.
Okay. Kidus, did you want to do anything beforehand?
I just cast a my first level shield on myself, and then I'm gonna move. Go. Let's see, one, because I'm outside of the problems now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move right here.
And take 18 points of healing.
18 points of healing. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
No worries.
And that will be my turn. And the shield ups my AC.
All right. So I just rolled a nat 1 on Wolf and her manipulation. So she doesn't escape. This is going to be anticlimactic. So the brother and sister actually
Staring up a
look
wall.
directly at Kidus, and they make eye contact, and you feel their presence, and it almost shatters what defense you felt from the shield as they stare at you. And they says, I guess this makes you in charge. And they say it in common. As the domain around, which was a crystalline fortress of a spider, begins to shatter and fall apart. All blue flames lose their light, as there's no natural light around. The only light illuminating is now from this darkness that has been consumed by the portal. And you guys don't necessarily know where it is, but it's the Abyss. They converted her running away darkness and converged a portal from the Abyss into it that she could not escape from, according to the dice that I just rolled. So, as Lolth gets sucked down into the Abyss, the two large, powerful presences dive in after. And a vortex begins to suck in the entire room, consuming all of the remnants of what's left of Lolth's domain. So I need a strength or dex from all of you as this vortex begins to suck everything in, even light.
Okay. So that's 21.
15.
10.
So funny story.
Grab Kidus.
Grab Kidus,
It's
grab
so
Kidus, grab
funny.
Kidus.
Grab the child.
It's a funny story. For Dana, nat 20, aka 37. For Leah, nat 1, aka 5.
Grab the Leah. The child. Huh. Anxiety. Huh.
And what was Gale's again?
21.
Perfect. Okay. And okay. So a few
Can I
things
try
happen
and
in
grab
this.
somebody, maybe?
except for Dana. Failed. And you feel a pull, but not to who you actually are, but to the power granted to you. So, all of the Raven Queen's blessings strip from your body and get sucked into the black hole. The brother-sister dive in, and in a moment of just silence, the portal closes, and the entire room fades to black. Now, the drawback to this is the limbs you lost, you couldn't protect. As the Raven's Queen's power leaves, your physical bodies that you lost in combat, those pieces, leave with it in an attempt to save your lives. Dana looks fine. So,
Like, whatever.
so
Okay.
let's be reminded of what we lost here really quick. So Cedar, I know you
Yep.
lost a wing.
A wing.
Kiddis, what did
Gotta
you
go
lose?
fix that.
I lost one of my legs.
You lost one of your
think
legs.
We both lost our left leg.
Yep, Leah, you guys both lost your left leg. And Gail, what did you lose again?
My right arm.
Your right arm.
Again.
Damn it! I thought that was the other arm, and I got excited.
It just won't stay on, will it?
So
No.
the wounds.
I tried using super glue.
Doke, I'm gonna text you really quickly. Just give me a second because my phone is slow as all get out right now.
Where are you messaging me?
Discord. I can't talk.
Now you know how I feel.
To be honest, as a wizard, the left leg is not the worst thing I could have lost as a wizard.
True.
Yeah.
That is not
This
the
is it.
worst thing I could have lost.
Please tell me
Gosh.
we have the prosthetic limbs left over from the last time this happened.
I don't see them in my bag currently, so
Okay, we can get new ones. It's fine.
we can build new ones. Oh gosh. I'm trying to
Or
think of how
what if?
Kidus would build Cedar new wings again.
Or, hear me out. We go find the tomb of Vecna.
No. I feel like we need a minute before we take on Vecna.
No. I imagine Gale with Vecna's arm.
No, I don't want to.
I'm okay with this idea.
Well,
We have a
well,
beach
Gale's
episode
all.
before we go after Vecna.
Well, it's like the way I see it. It's like giving Steve Rogers the super soldier serum. You know, it's like he's going to get very powerful, but he's not going to get corrupted by it.
Here's a whenever you're done with Sophie's text, I don't know.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay, I have a quick question. So she got sucked into the abyss, so that means dreams still exist.
Yep.
So, okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure. Okay, that means I'm myself reeling. Not Kidis. I mean, Kidis is reeling, but she will reel in a second. 1 second.
Nobody is okay.
That's just the theme of the session.
So, as you guys lay there, your wounds kind of healed over the missing pieces of yourselves, and you kind of all feel this sense of loss as to what happened. And literally, these two powerful deities sacrificed themselves to pull Lolth back into the abyss. You lost Atlas, you lost pieces of yourselves. And the crystal castle that made up of the spider falls apart. And it allows you now to see Measure-by-Jean for the first time, as thousands of corpses litter the entire city. The stench of death just fills the air. A couple of golems just going by, piercing the corpses of the enemies that have fallen to make sure they're actually dead. But whereas it was once a thriving city of a population of probably 200,000, after the Civil War of just them trying to get freedom, maybe a couple thousand remain. As the city is actually quiet, parts of it are on fire. Bits of blue flame and red flame litter the entire city, a vibrant purple, shining crystal light that once kind of filled the cavern of Shadowfell where this occupied, just stained with the blood of the dead. As you hear the voice behind you. Well, you've been busy, my little flower. As the Raven Queen is sitting on the throne that Lolth once sat on.
It's just grabs one of the pieces of Atlas that's close by, like slowly curls her fingers around it, and lets out the most blood-curdling scream that, if you listen closely, you can't quite tell if it's rage, relief, grief, or just emptiness. And she just screams.
Theater's gonna kind of struggle to her feet and make her way over to Kittis and just sit next to her. And with the one wing that she does have left, she's gonna just, like, she's not gonna touch Kittis just yet, just to wait to see if she's got permission, but she's going to just, like, shield her with her wing and kind of wait to be told if Kittis wants a hug or if this is enough.
She looks up at the Raven Queen and just either do what it came, just kill me. Or do it. Either you feel like me do what I came here to do, or just kill me.
Emotionless, the Raven Queen just stares at you. To think such a small thing would break you, when you have so much work to do. And she kind of leans in. Focus not on your grief for a moment, and tell me, do you feel them? Roll a perception check. With disadvantage, because you are emotional.
Um, 17 plus 9, 26.
So even through your emotions, you feel almost like the hope of the remaining 10,000 citizens of the city flowing into you. Your purpose is not yet fulfilled. Swear your fealty to me. And she'll actually reach out her hand and lift your chin, and with a finger wipe away one of the tears that kind of falling from your face.
I, Vaeltaa, the goddess of free will, willingly choose to serve the Raven Queen so long as free will remains pure.
And what you all see as the Raven Queen lowers her hand away is Kittis's form. A black cloak forms over her whole body, and in her hands, forming at the center, an artifact begins to grow, starting with a staff, with a lantern. And all of the blue flame and the light of the city arcs from each person's hope that is sworn to Vaeltaa begins to channel into the staff. And as you are distracted by her, the crystal castle that was once a spider begins to build itself back up into a crystalline lantern, slowly, over the next couple of minutes. You may need some time, as the adjustment from being human to something so much more is an arduous and painful process sometimes, as you shed what you were to what you become. Just keep it together, will you? And she just kind of sighs, almost looking annoyed, and stands back up and begins to slowly walk out.
My
Right.
lady?
Huh?
Oh, no, Cedar said that towards the Raven Queen.
What'd you say to her?
She just said, like, my lady? Like, as she's walking away, just, like, trying to be like, hey, hey.
Fear washes over your body, as the strength that you had, that she granted you, is no longer there. She expects you to speak. She does not speak to you.
What happened to the forms that we were inhabiting?
Most of them are gone.
Are they okay?
I mean, as okay as you can have half of your soul in the abyss and the other half here. It's how doppelgangers happen, I guess you'd say. But half of them at least will be lost for good. The other half still remain with me.
My brother?
And she'll snap her fingers, and the forms, not fully corporeal, of Gilcius, Strix, Ohm, kind of stand there, kind of confused at the way they exist. As she looks back one more time at, well, not Kittis anymore, to see what your next action will be.
That was addressed to Charisse, right?
Oh, to my next action?
Yeah, she's just,
Yeah.
she looks back at you one last time before leaving.
I just slowly stands up and takes a book out of her bag. and turns to the others and she's like, which one of you is most stable?
As in physically?
Mentally. I need you to. I need I need a minute and I needed the things to happen.
I got you.
Starting on page 36. It's not in order, but
Okay.
read through and find some of the others. I'll give them instructions. Page 46 has a gift for the soul sight lady. Or it has yeah, she a gift for her.
Cedar's gonna kind of use the wing that's been kind of like hovering around Kittis to kind of like pull her in, like, yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Get out.
Gotcha.
Get out. Now, get out. Everyone.
You are all compelled and cannot resist.
Cedar's gonna just quickly like squeeze Kittis's hand, like, you know, very like comfortingly, try and like just squeeze her hand, nod, and she looks at the others and just kind of like gives the head motion of like, yeah, let's go.
As you wish.
She's also gonna kind of be watching the three, I guess, ghosts to see if they come as well.
I guess the question will be if any of you want them to follow you, they will, as they are or previously were just connected to you.
Yes.
So I will leave that up to you guys. But yes, so if you want them to, they will follow. If not, they will fade away.
No, I want them to follow. I guess we and the ghosts leave the room.
Yeah.
Give Kittis some privacy.
Still carrying the book. Yeah, we'll leave.
There is one person who does not enter, but she posts up by the door, and so as you guys leave, the spirits will follow you, and passing you towards Kittis's direction will be kind of, we'll call her lieutenant. The lonely, what, Sylvia? We named her Sylvia? I'm trying to remember.
Celia.
Celia.
Yeah.
You'll see Celia kind of press her hand up against the newly formed door, as in she's kind of longing to see Kittis, but understands that she does not want anyone, so she will essentially just wait there, unless ordered otherwise. She says nothing to the rest of you, as you guys now are walking out to Measure by Jean. Like I said, the smell of death kind of fills your nostrils, and you look back, and the lantern castle of crystalline structure is almost completely formed where the spider once was, and you know that it is essentially impenetrable. But what's interesting is Kittis seems to, as of right now, taken Lowell's place as the head of the city, as a beacon. And more things to come as the days follow that will be explained, but as of right now, that's where you guys are. And I'm trying to find my old maps, so give me just a few moments, because I'll separate you guys here in just a second.
But if you flip through the pages while walking, I'll kind of give a rundown of what the book is.
Yeah.
So the first part was the notebook was, if you see the first few pages, was her notes when she thought she was going to die, like a while ago. This was the same notebook she wrote her will in, basically. And then around page 36 is where it starts having instruction on how to form the city, basically. It has instructions on finding the leaders who are left, and a note to utilize the eyes, and further instruction on page 46, and to find those who have the people's trust but do not have the souls that long for power are the two main criteria, with a note of corruption can't be completely stopped, but it can be slowed. And then there are instructions on how to gain materials and to basically how to rebuild the city, and specifically instructions on to find those with the architects and form a council within the people who were of higher rank and lower rank to basically come up with a plan on how to form the housing within it. The main square will have a monument that is yet to be designed that will stand as a way to honor those who have died in the battle. There will any form of Lolth that is still around will be eradicated immediately, and either be, if it's not already torn down, it will be torn down and completely erased from our history. And so general instruction like that, and specifically there are some notes for Celia regarding what she is to do within the upcoming things. And if you turn to page 46, it'll be right at the top for Celia, and it appears to be this magic circle that with a note underneath it of eyes to the soul, which is will give a note that it'll let you see the true self of those you who look into their eye, of those you into their eyes. And that's kind of the general notes of the very quick general outline of what is written in the book.
All right.
Dang, Reese.
Yeah. Gale will read it, keeping the first part to himself, but he will share the rest of Kidis's plans with the others. And I think over the next few days, they will move throughout the city, trying to enact her will to the letter, giving Celia the instructions, trying to find maybe not the purest souls, but the ones that would fit that criteria as best as possible, to give the city the best chance.
Yeah.
It's probably easy to find some lieutenants because you guys have already kind of bonded to them. One of the things that you notice is that the main square will still actually contain the tree from the domain that you guys kind of brought into the middle of the city and expanded. However, as you are willing and reading the instructions, you actually see the shape of the city changing and the buildings moving, almost as if they know their place once they're willed into being that way. And so, as you guys notice, though, the city starts off very small. The biggest thing is Shadowfell actually changed shape to meet the domain, and there's actually a port on the city directly to the river. So people who are seeking freedom in death can start their journeys to judgment here, potentially, as the river actually not only flows through the city on both ends, will be the north and south side of the city, but there'll be a port where they can kind of release themselves to the city, for those seeking free will versus judgment. The city is kind of clouded or shrouded in fog on the outside as it kind of grows to accommodate the amount of people that are inhabiting it, and the ones that swear themselves to the new god actually give strength to Kidis, although she doesn't fully know it yet. And this is the beginning of a godhood. Truly. As a lot of the death golems that remained can easily be named as lieutenants because they'd probably be the strongest people in the city as protectors, so they will automatically kind of fill their roles as you find them and tell them their orders. And over
What?
Over
Cut
what
out.
now? Sorry.
over the course of about 3 days, all of these kind of changes happen quietly, naturally, almost like there's external forces just allowing them to happen once the will of the new domain lord basically puts it into being. However, it is small. It is a fraction of the size as the city once was, but a soft pinkish purple glow kind of takes over the city, whereas the crystalline purple was before.
I'll let everyone else decide on what they want, if they want to do something before I go into my stuff.
good.
Time-wise, wait, sorry, what were you gonna say, Rain?
No, I'm good.
Are we still kind of like in that moment where we just walked out? Or like,
So, yes, if you would like to start there, we can. I kind of fast forward
that's okay,
throughout the few days. You guys can now kind of fill in the blanks.
yeah. Oh boy, okay. So I think once they've like walked outside and like once Scales read through the stuff, Cedar's like very very nervous looking right now, and she keeps kind of like looking over at the ghosts, like obviously not very sure what to say. But then she kind of like steps forward towards the much larger Owlin ghost. Hey.
And he kind of stares at you silently at first and nods, and then kind of places a hand on your shoulder, and then the other hand kind of gently plays with the half a wing that you have left on the one side.
Can't seem to keep these things on right.
I don't recall you having male wings in the past.
Yeah, this is the second set I've gone through, actually. Hi, it's been a while.
Do me a quick favor and close your eyes. Let's play.
Okay.
So you feel
Okay.
his forehead press against yours, and then he leans away, and you feel the warmth of his forehead leave yours. Open. Try not to lose this set. And his wings are gone. And implanted themselves into you.
Oh. Strix. I missed you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He shakes his head.
I wish there was something I could have done to keep you alive. A lot's happened. It's been... I don't know if you've been able to see any of it, but...
I've been allowed to
I'm
check
queen.
in. And he'll kind of nod. Be like, I saw. Congratulations.
Oh, we both know you would have made a much better ruler. But thanks, I guess.
I was 1 foot out the door. There was no kingdom that should have existed without my sister. And they were doomed the day you left.
I didn't think I'd ever get to say any of this. I miss you, and I'm sorry for all of it, and thank you for giving me a chance to actually live. I have friends now. I have friends now. One of them, I have a kid. She's the one that just turned into an actual goddess. That's a lot. Yeah. that I adopted a kid. And I have friends now. And she kind of looks over towards Gale and Leah. And is Dana still there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Unless Goku.
And
Yeah, this is kind of right after you guys left.
Okay.
and Dana, they've taken great care of me. Could I introduce you? They know about you.
They'll kind of nod and smile, and just kind of wrap an arm around you. It's kind of ruffle the feathers on your head. It's crazy.
And
I
she's
think you
gonna-
might actually be the same age as me now. And he kind of laughs.
That's so weird. Yeah, I got aged up a few years. I looked at a basilisk. That was a thing that happened. Silvico flippin' put it in the basement. Yeah, apparently he's still alive. I'm gonna kill him. Don't worry, I'll kill him. And I'll take care of the others. ACO's a pirate now. He's really cool. Yeah. It's kind of the one with the best going on right now. Yeah, and she's gonna kind of like she is like clinging onto him as she's like kind of guiding him towards the others.
He definitely
I don't
just
know
kinda
if
lets you guide him, and he's just smiling
Yeah.
and listening. And every time you kind of mention one of the family members, he kind of smiles. There's a sad kind of emptiness behind his eyes as he's listening to you, but you get a sense that he's happy for you.
They all miss you. They all suck at saying it, but I know they did. And she's gonna kind of like come to the others. Hey guys, this is my brother, Strix. Strix, these are my friends. This is Dana. Yeah, so you know that whole terrifying story that they told us to
Just as you're like
That's-
halfway through this, Dana just extends her arm and goes, "I murdered your uncle. Nice to meet you."
Oh yeah, about that. Our uncle lives in my eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I try not to think about it too hard, honestly.
He's been screaming for a while. I'm surprised you can't hear him. And he just kind of chuckles.
Yeah, I'll get to him in a minute. And this is Leah. Leah, this is my brother. No breaking his ribs.
She's just like for the first time in a long time, dead silence, and just staring down at the spot where her leg used to be.
Oh. We'll get you another one.
Yeah.
And
Nothing will keep you
and,
down. And he'll kind of pat Leah's shoulder. Thank you for taking care of my sister.
I think she would
And
look at Leah. She and Leah would
at-
look at each other and start laughing.
At that, with I'm actually gonna roll performance for this because I think that would be funny as hell.
Oh gosh.
no.
Am I using Leah stats or Ohm stats for this roll?
Leah stats. Ohm stats are gone.
Love it. So with performance, that's a 24, and the only thing you hear from her when Strix says thank you for taking care of her, the only thing that Cedar hears is a very faint sound of Leah imitating ribs cracking.
Cedar's gonna laugh at that, like, oh my gosh, no, like that kind of a laugh. And then she's gonna like kind of turn towards Gale, and this is Gale. He's my. She kind of whispers that to Strix. Gale, this is Strix.
And he takes your hand, but like squeezes it really hard to kind of assert some dominance over you.
Can I roll performance just to try and sort of
Sure.
keep up? I guess.
Yeah. Or strength.
Okay.
That'd be fine too.
No, I'm going performance because at least then it's a straight roll as opposed to -1. 19.
Okay, so let's see what he gets. Oh, nice. So if we're just straight rolling, he got a 13. So he's squeezing your hand, and you kind of like give him what for a little bit back. And he kind of looks taken aback, and then like rubs his hand on his shirt to like get rid of the ick.
Be nice.
The ick?
Nice.
It's
It's his dad's fault this whole thing's happening in the first place. He just kind of looks annoyed.
And it's because of him that I've made any friends.
I can assure you, I am not. I don't think your sister would have been, well, as nice as she has been if I was.
Yeah.
Either way, it is a pleasure to meet you. She's told us so many stories about you, and it's wonderful to actually know you.
Well, it's hard for me to continue being an ass when you are that nice. So just make me a promise that you'll continue to be that nice to my sister as time goes on. I have a feeling, and he kind of looks down, and his form actually becomes more and more translucent as he's communicating. And his warmth is fading from his arm that's wrapped around your shoulder, kind of propping you up a little bit. I have a feeling that she's going to need her friends in the near future. So, and he kind of leans in. Please continue to take care of her, as he kind of whispers it into your ear.
My duty, my honor.
And he kind of looks back at Cedar. I'm proud of who you've become. And I just wish I could be around to see who you grow into.
Because of you, I can even grow into it.
Yeah. I can take credit for one part. Just don't forget to take credit for the rest of it. Because what you do, that's been on you. And he kind of taps your chest twice. And the first tap you feel, and the second tap you don't. As
Goodbye.
he kind
I
of
love you.
smiles and fades.
Like she's like fully crying now. I'm fine. I'm good. I get into it. I get really into the acting. Woohoo.
Yeah, you do.
I'm okay.
You're setting
I
me off
promise.
now.
No.
No, it's fine. It's cool.
But yeah, she's fully crying, but this time she's smiling.
Gilcius doesn't initiate, but Ohm kind of does. And you just feel Ohm's hand rest on Leah's shoulder. Kind of trying to snap you back into it. You just feel this jerking presence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you need to do? It doesn't.
I know what I want to do, and I know what I need to do. And they don't seem to be aligning.
Then in the spirit of free will, do what you want to do. Don't worry about your duty. Just be true to you. That is why we let you loose on the world. Which was probably a mistake.
Let's be honest, yeah.
But you've grown. Live for you. Can you do that, Leah?
Have I ever? And she kind of laughs.
Well, it's time to start. guidance. My guidance will stay with you forever. But who you are is up to you now. My energy is exhausted. For likely the last time. Because I don't know what's next for me. So know what's next for you. So I can live with you forever. She just kind of smiles, trying to be philosophical.
And Leah just kind of nods and goes, I'm sorry for what I did to home.
You don't need to worry about home. The connection will always be. One day, someone will find it and reestablish that connection. But it doesn't need to happen anytime soon. Home will always be where you are, with your friends and family. So take care of them, will you?
I can do what I can, depending on the choice that I make.
And she'll kind of smile and actually go in for a hug.
And she returns the hug, and because it's Ohm and not literally anybody else in this room, for the first time ever, and like I would say if anyone noticed this especially, it would probably be Cedar.
Yeah.
Because you actually physically see Leah's muscles bulge as she like bear hugs Ohm with full strength.
Oh. That's
And
really
just like,
sweet.
and the only reason Cedar would notice this is because it kind of lets it sit in like, oh shit, when she's been punching me, she's been pulling back.
Just I almost died like that, but
Yeah.
Roll a dex for me. Just like a saving throw dex.
Who?
gonna refill my water real quick because I
Okay.
just dehydrated myself from the crying.
26.
Okay. So you won't take any damage from this, but she squeezes you back with full force and then bends her backwards and suplexes you just for laughs. But you kind of like you can feel her holding you as in like a gentle embrace, like a hug, and then she squeezes back to kind of check you, right? Cuz
Mhm.
always rough, right?
Oh yeah.
And she just suplexes you, but you manage to kind of catch yourself, and then you actually catch yourself kind of on your arms and shoulders, and as you do, you feel her disappear from your arms, and you kind of just lay there, face down on the ground for a moment. No pain, no anything, just up in the air for a second, but you kind of catch yourself in her before you are kind of slowly laid down on the ground by her presence disappearing.
And just the last thing that Leah does is you just hear her mumble under her breath, "Damn it, I never got revenge." But that's it.
Anything with Gilcius?
Yeah, Gale will approach Gilcius, and just sort of say, "My old friend, gosh, I've missed your face."
This might sound strange, but I've missed your smell. You were always clean, pleasant, unlike half of the people in this world. It'd be weird without you around, but from the looks of it, your journey is still ongoing.
Yeah, and forever getting stranger and more winding as I. You know, it's funny. When I first ran into you on that mountainside, lost as anything, I couldn't have imagined that I would someday end up here, having fought a literal goddess. I don't know, everything just seemed so small back then. I guess that's what I get for leaving home.
If it had to be someone to do it, I'm glad it was you. I wish there was more I could do to help you and be your companion still, but I'm glad I got to fight with you in the end. It's kind of nice, actually.
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
You know, I never got to thank you.
For what?
I don't know, you spend your entire childhood being treated differently from everybody else because you're the Aliath, you're the child from beyond, you're the youngest person in an entire monastery full of people 3-4 times your age. You get treated differently. And I guess that's why I was so thrown when I first met you. You just saw someone who couldn't get his head around a map, and you helped him. You didn't know how to, and it meant you were late getting home to your kid, but you helped me.
There's nothing to apologize for. You deserve the help. And, well, you were worth it. Because I helped you walk, right? So you could run, as they say. You'll still never be as fast as me. But
Maybe not on foot. I can fly now.
so could I. And he kind of winks and clicks.
Oh, I've missed that.
But I'm sad I could never race you. But I'm not sorry. My journey may have ended. But, honestly, I still wish I could give you a better leg to stand on. And he kind of laughs and seeing that your leg is missing.
No,
Oh, no,
Yale's
it's my-
got the
it's my-
arm.
it's my arm.
thing.
It's yeah. It's like I wish I could give you a hand for the rest of your journey. That's the joke. I needed to get a pun in there.
Well,
You made it work. You made it work.
That's what people always think about healers. They're completely armless.
It's been good.
Yeah.
And one more bit of advice for you. Watch out for that blue flame. It'll get you.
Yeah. I wish I could have been there to help you.
Nah. And he kind of looks up and ponders for a second. And he's like, you know what you need? You need something to make you a little bit more fierce. And he kind of gut checks you and punches you directly in the stomach.
Oh!
And as you kind of reel up from the pain, you kind of snarl for a little bit. You're just like, ugh. And the rest of you notice that his canines are longer. And his smile is interrupted by what looks to be sharp fangs.
New teeth. That
And
takes some getting used to.
Gilcius is gone.
Bye, old friend.
Alright, Kiddos. How do you spend your time?
So, for the next 3 days, no one sees Kittis. She's completely locked everyone else out. And with your permission, I would like to spend the next 3 days taking Atlas's pieces and her building herself a leg out of it.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you will find that in your domain, things kind of freely happen. If you don't have the expertise, you find that that expertise finds you because someone that follows you knows it, and kind of you use that to kind of guide you into building new things. And as you kind of go through your grieving process, the throne that Loth had begins to kind of fade and create two circular gates. And one of them, well, actually both of them, kind of reflect an image in their surface as to places you know. The first gate will lead to a chair sitting in a desert. You will know this as the remnants of the city that Leah left behind with Ohm. And the second one, I'm grabbing. Will lead to the crypt that you were always connected to and thrown into. And so you, in your domain, whether you consciously created it or otherwise, now has a strange connection to these two places. One to the Feywild, and one to creation. As kind of the symbolism behind your free will, you are connected to the three main places of existence, one way or another. And you barely notice this as you spend the time building this leg out of Atlas.
And once it is completed, she kind of spends the entire time while she's building it, like kind of in her own thoughts of like trying to figure out like what she wants out of this and and just kind of letting her own emotions flow. So the lantern palace, you can you'll see different colors kind of rise up with each emotion that she goes through, overlooking the city. But it remains within the lantern as to not influence the other's decisions. And she after a little bit, once she's able to stand on her own 2 feet, she reaches out and grab for the gates of judgment, kind of like not yanking them over, but she is basically kind of asking the Raven Queen's permission to grab them and pull them over to her domain.
So you want judgment then as well.
Yep, she's wanting to claim it because she decided what she wants to do. And with this, she does kind of like communicate with the Raven Queen, like not necessarily like going to her, but kind of reaching out to her, telling her, she's like, I'm going to give the souls here currently a choice. They can choose to stay with me. They can choose to go somewhere else, looking behind her, because once she's done building, she starts realizing what's happening. Or they can be reborn. New people. A new choice.
Perfect. So you just requesting it, you feel that you are pulling something into your domain that was somewhere else in Shadowfell. The gates in the Raven Queen's domain completely bend to your will. And you see the throne collapse completely. And to the left of where the throne was, you have one portal. To the right, you have another. In the center, however, the wall that was that back wall begins to form a staircase to a doorway. That doorway opens to a beautiful red carpet with marble flooring and what looks to be an endless staircase following suit. The river that surrounds this room forks around and kind of adds it like it's something that's always been there. And it is now also in the room with you. And you feel stronger for it. Because now anyone looking for reincarnation and judgment is just as much as your follower as someone seeking free will. And you feel thousands upon thousands of more hopes and dreams and souls connect to you as their wishes and goals and lifetimes flood into you. And your lantern grows brighter.
Okay. And she reaches out into her domain and calls for Celia on this third day.
Okay. She enters without even a moment's hesitation. You think of her, of calling to her, and the door to your lantern in the front opens, and she walks in faithfully. She'd been standing there for 3 days waiting for your call.
How do you like your eyes?
They take a little getting used to, but I like them just fine. I think I'm prettier now. She just kind of like blinks a whole bunch while like teasing her head to the side.
How does it look out there? I can feel it, but how does it look to you?
Beautiful. Hopeful, even. I think a revitalized energy is washing over not just the domain we oversee, but all of Shadowfell has a new queen in town, and they know it.
That's good. Kittis takes a step forward, kind of still feeling her new leg. I can't stay locked up forever. The Raven Queen's right, there's far too much to do. But I do have a few personal things to get done. I have a question for you. What do you want? You stayed lonely for so long, and then we came along and influenced you. But what do you really want? You don't need to answer now. Once I am done the work I need to do, I expect an answer from you.
You need not wait for an answer. From the moment I saw you, and you set me free, my life is yours. If you want me to choose, my ask is that you command me. My will is yours, because I know it will be free. And freeing, I was lonely, and you let me in. My heart, body, and soul is at your command, and that is my choice. And she kind of just bows to you, her whole body kind of defenseless, her extra limbs, like the whips and things, just kind of fall to the floor like a natural veil falls down over her body as she just bows her head to you and basks in your glory and light. And this is the first time you realized it, because this is the first time you've seen someone aside from you. But you're probably about 12 to 14 feet tall.
Oops. Okay. Now, what I need you to do is watch over this realm. Let it grow. And the kid kind of turns to the crypt and summon my friends to me. I've got to go. Oh, I've got a family to go see.
How long will you be gone?
Not, if I have my way, not long. I need to see my brother one last time before I do what I need to do.
Then have a safe journey. And she'll kind of bow her head, stand up, and she whistles. And then two little hunger monsters like pop out of the shadows and
Love those things.
run out to try to find the party because she's summoning your friends essentially. And so in the next few moments, you'll each have a little hunger monster like grab your limb or your other limb or arm or whatever's left and begin kind of pulling you towards the lantern. But this journey will take a few minutes. They're just kind of trying to pull you to it. And you're kind of compelled to do it. Like, you don't feel the reason why you shouldn't.
I think when the one starts pulling on Cedar's wing, she's gonna kind of scoop it and be like, "Okay, I'm coming," and just kind of like hold it as she walks.
Okay. So, Kiddos, what do you do? Or, excuse me, Vaeltaa.
Yeah. She kind of turns to her. She's like, if anything happens, call me back. I don't care what it is. I'm not losing this territory.
She smiles and grits her teeth. This toothy, malicious grin smiles. Oh, it'll be safe. They'll have to tear this from my cold, dead hands. And she vanishes.
She turns to Cedar. When she walks in, she's just like,
Hey.
I need to go see my home one last time. Will you all go with me?
Of course. Did you even have to ask?
It's my nature. Yes.
Oh yeah, free will, I guess. How are you feeling?
A lot. I feel heaviness I've not felt in a long time.
I don't know exactly what you're feeling, but I reckon it's pretty close. So, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I brought you something. And Cedar's gonna fish out of her satchel a little paper bag, and inside of it is some of the cinnamon toast. But she made it herself.
Is it edible? You're not
It's
the best at
edible, yes.
cooking.
I worked very hard on this, and it is edible. I tasted some myself, and there were 7 pieces. Now there's. Are you kidding me? And she looks over it, and she looks at the little hunger monster. Really? Really? From your goddess?
Gale arrives with cinnamon around his mouth.
You.
I've missed the taste of toast, okay?
I would expect it from the little hunger monsters.
You hear the hunger monster just kind of go wah wah and then take off.
But Cedar's gonna hand it to Kittis. It took like 2 tries, but it's not actually that difficult.
Cadis
did
kind of
burn
realizes
down the
that
building.
Cadis kind of realizes this is the first time she's laughed since the fight, and gladly takes the toast. And she just goes, "All right, one last trip home." And she steps through and kind of guides him to the portal with the crypt.
I was wondering about something for like the second day, like because he said it's been about 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I jump back to the second day right quick?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So I think at some point after the other three have had time to like, wow, we just talked to ghosts. That was heavy.
Yeah.
I think Cedar's gonna probably try and find Gale. Hey.
Cedar, hey.
You doing okay?
I think so. It's just been such a weird however long we've been down here.
Tell me about it.
It's good to see your face again though.
It actually feels really good to be back in my own body. Well, my own except the wings, I guess, but
Yeah.
I like these. They still have the patterns I remember from him, so it's nice.
They look good on you.
Thank you. I'm really glad he got to meet you.
Me too.
Can't believe I actually got to see him again.
I know how much you missed him. Well, I don't know exactly how much because, well, you know. But I'm really happy you got to see him.
I'm happy you got to see Gilsius again. Is he doing all right, I guess, for a ghost?
Surprisingly as relaxed as ever.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed like a very chill type.
Yeah, that was him. He always laughed in the face of peril and danger and uncertainty. He must be having a blast down here.
Are you actually okay, though? You can say no.
I'm just not sure what happens next.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Kittis became
Kittis.
a goddess. A literal goddess. That's
Yeah,
a lot to take in, for one.
that's your daughter right there.
Yeah. I mean, she's got better politics and like whatever like business planning acumen than I've ever had. But maybe I'll ask her for a few pointers. We did it.
Kid. And
We're actually alive.
well, let's not jump to conclusions just yet.
Well,
We still got to get out of here first.
yeah. But I don't feel like a ghost anymore.
No?
And that's gotta say something.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Do you want a hug? And she's gonna kind of like awkward, like you kind of see like the new wings kind of awkwardly like puff out for a second as she like goes to do like the arms like for the hug. Goodness gracious, they're flipping huge. Like just gosh dang it.
Gale will return the hug. He'll sort of hold it for a few seconds, just enjoying the fact that Cedar's hugging him.
Oh.
And then as they break away, he sort of looks at her, gives her a little kiss on the cheek, and he just says, whatever happens next, please don't go dying again.
Cedar is very caught off guard. Like you see the ear tufts, like the ear tufts are twitching around, like confused. Yeah, I'll do my best. And
Good.
she will give him a kiss on the cheek back. Better not die either, or I will kill you.
I believe, yeah, I believe, yeah, you.
Well, I
yeah.
better go check on Leah. I
Yeah.
better go check on her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yep,
try and make something for Kittis when she is, I guess, accepting visitors. I'm gonna try and make that
something.
cinnamon toast.
Oh.
I can handle toast. I can handle toast.
Yeah, it's just heated bread. You know, it's yeah.
Yeah, like and then like the cinnamon and the sugar. I've seen her eat enough of it to know I think how to make it. That's how that works, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make toast. Like she's gonna.
I
Like,
will. Yeah.
she turns around and just.
As you go to leave, you just hear Leah in the distance. No, Cedar, I don't need your help anymore. And just in the distance.
Well, you know what?
Just
no,
trying to stick you in that
This body
situation.
can't cash that check. This body can't cash that check. She's like reminding herself, I'm not in Strix's body anymore. I gotta hold my mouth. I gotta hold my tongue.
As Cedar leaves, Gail's head is just full of. What does that mean? What is going on? Wah! boy, panic. Boy, panic.
I think the only thing that Argos can hear right now inside of Cedar's head is just a prolonged screech.
You just hear him. Pathetic.
Shut up!
And this entire time, the moment that this started, like the moment they started having this conversation, Leah was just like sitting around the corner listening in. And praying,
no.
and praying to Kittis, relaying it all, just making an open channel.
Oh my gosh! You snitch!
You're in my territory. I would have found out anyway.
Right.
True. Yeah. No, that's not the important part. The important part is Leah being a tattletale.
I just imagine sort of Gail leaves the room, sort of sees Leah and goes, "Oh, hey, hi, Leah. Normal, hello. Okay, bye."
Okay, bye.
And then as he walks away, she just kind of a rat runs up onto her shoulder, and she looks at it and goes, you know, normally the one getting kissed is the one that gets flustered, not the one that kisses. But then again, it's Gale, so.
She's just talking to a rat about this. Rat's just like, that's beautiful, Katie.
Mhm.
Like,
Whatever you say, boys.
just the rats all sound like the Egg Boys. New headcanon.
Yes.
Bank accounts are a scam created by the Shadow Government.
The Shadowfell government.
The Shadowfell Government.
Cool. You guys are so ridiculous. I love it. Okay. So.
Okay, yeah, but now we can go back to where we were with the portal.
Fast forward.
Yeah, let's go back to the crypt. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys all see. You realize how tall she is. She's kind of towering over everybody. She's kind of stoic in her movement. Her clothing almost magically flowing now, almost ethereally, right? Like you kind of see her and admire her, and she asks you to come with, and she steps through the portal. Do you guys follow?
Oh, of course.
Well, so first, when we all walk up and are confronted with giant Kittis, Leah just looks over at Cedar and then up at Kidus and in like an obviously exaggerated tone goes, "So this is how Cedar feels."
Just see her. Leah.
What? You want to fight? I can fight.
No, I don't want to fight.
You guys, you just became friends. Don't do this.
These are ridiculous.
Okay, we go
Their way
ahead.
of coping after the trauma we all endured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either that or
Coping with-
intense sarcasm. Which would you prefer?
For me, it's both. You don't get a choice.
Honestly.
Is there an offsetting for your sarcasm, Rain, or just
No, that's like a factory default.
So you guys step through the portal, and a torrent of just energy washes over you before you feel a warmth that you haven't felt in a long time of just being alive. And before your eyes could fully adjust to creation, you hear the shriveled voice of an old man, and he just says, "You elvish marked little plague sword, now you've gone and done it."
Harry, we could all hear that. I want you to know.
And
Yeah, that was awesome, by the way.
that is where we'll end the session.
break this old man?
Time to beat up an old man.
Which
And
bit
now
of
that's
goddess?
on
It
the
can't be
internet.
that hard.
Honestly.
Well, we're
You
not
don't know
longer level
that.
20, guys.
What? What'd you say?
Hmm?
Reese,
no
what did you
longer
say?
level 20. We're no longer level 20, guys.
I don't care.
No,
Care. He's old. He's an old man. He's an old man. He can't,
he's
he
an old
can't do
man,
that.
and I have both my legs.
Oh yeah, you
Alright.
have your legs. You have your legs.
Anyway.
I will go
Oh.
ahead and
Getting
stop
confused.
stream for
That-
now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Everybody.
Thank you so much.